recording now, and
is everybody
we're
here for the
starting
night?
the streaming. So like,
Are
I
we
think
not even
we're-
going to
Are
get
we
a
live?
cooldown?
no, we're live
Timer?
now.
Chris, are we live already?
I think we're live now.
Dang it.
I'm
Well,
gone
here
for
to the
one
stream.
session.
Here.
We don't even do a countdown anymore. What the hell is going on?
He's
I
doing
warned-
a bamboozle countdown now.
I warned you 2 minutes ago,
That was a 2 minute ago thing.
and I did. I think I did say, "Hey, I'm clicking the button to start recording, and then I'm going to start streaming." But nobody pays attention to
I
me.
just can't work under this kind of situations.
It's hard.
Too much Schadenfreude.
You could have stopped at work.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. You're watching
Schadenfreude.
Starcrossed Horizons. We
I
are
say?
going to be
The lesson in
playing
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. We're going to be playing some Pathfinder 2nd Edition, mostly in the English language, but every now and then a very poorly pronounced German word may escape our lips.
Hey, quit throwing
Or-
Schadenfreude my way, okay?
And
But
those
yeah.
poorly spoken, pronounced words are not limited to German words either.
In German, right? Exactly.
That's right. We may do it in English as well.
We will.
The odd French
Maybe
word.
even French. Yeah.
Oh, yes, we love to mispronunciate and terribly execute some French words.
He said pronunciate. Pronounce.
Mispronunciate. Exactly. Case in point.
Some of these are on purpose, too.
Somebody get this man an
Some,
amulet.
some of these are
Listen
on
here,
purpose.
you little shit.
20 years later. Still
It has
can't
almost
shake
been
it.
officially. Do you know the other one? Do
I
you
feel
remember
like
the other
there's
one?
a story behind that.
Orchid.
Orchid, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, when we our
That is
first
the story.
first D&D campaign, Gribble was just mispronouncing
Wasn't the
words
first.
left and right. And instead of amulet, he
I was
said
so nervous.
omulet, like sounding like an omelet, but an amulet.
It's an omelet, like he's trying to sound fancy or something.
That's just the British pronunciation.
That's right.
That's
Exactly.
right.
yeah.
It has
my
it
heritage.
has an extra
It's my
U
heritage.
in it somewhere.
And then there was orchid instead of orchard, which was also a fun one.
Go to
we
the
had,
orchid.
We had so much fun, Raz and Gribble, about those two mispronunciations.
So
that
much fun.
20
so
years later, I
20
still
years
remember
later.
the words.
But
And you still
now,
have fun.
now
I
we
still-
have Brian.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's really.
Ryan,
I'm
just
keeps on
surprised.
giving.
B-Will
I'm so
is just
surprised.
low-hanging fruit, though. So like,
Yeah, you're.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
there's
that's a fruitful orchid right there.
There's
we're
nothing
basically every time we make fun of B-Will for saying something wrong, we're basically bullying someone with dyslexia. So like,
I mean,
I like how he has an excuse, but for me, it was just I get shit on.
are you diagnosed with dyslexia? I don't know. Are
You don't know me.
Give me the doctor's note, and then
Hey.
I'll apologize.
I can. I went to the RX.
Hey,
I didn't know what it was.
Gribble just mispronounced some of them French words, so pardon his French.
In German. German
Yeah.
words. Pardon,
anyways, getting into the discussion today, wanted to really just shine a spotlight on Bromir since he wasn't here last week. I want to talk about that level 5.
You got the Wave Touch Paragon.
Yes,
There you go.
love it. But you got what else do you get? You got a skill feat, right? No.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a couple of two things.
What's your skill feat?
My skill feat is Expert Strikes. So
Sorry,
I'm
what?
now Expert Strikes. And I also got Alertness. Those are my two things I got.
What did you?
That's
Would
not a
you?
skill feat.
Your skill
That's-
increase.
Oh, Increase. That would be Diplomacy.
Oh, right. Skill
Yeah.
increase. My bad. Skill
Yeah.
feats are even.
I got alertness. Those are my two things.
Oh.
You went Diplo.
What did you?
Okay.
Would you? Your skill
Uh,
increase.
What I need to
Killing me.
stop that.
Killing me, Chris.
Sorry, I forgot to mute. I forgot to pre-mute.
That was mostly just me razzing on Gribbs because he didn't want to talk about those things. But actually, what
Yeah.
I did want to ask you, Gribbs, which Chris brought up before the session, last session, we talked a little bit about each character's sort of motivation. Like now that, because originally you were part of this pirate crew, you were pirating and plundering and doing all that stuff. And
Kind
then
of.
this crazy maelstrom happened.
Mhm.
You were thrown into a distant land at a
Rip.
Rip.
Wow.
Wow.
We will never
not
know.
It's not even storming.
Wow.
Hello?
Just Gonzo.
Just
wow.
wow.
He just said,
That was
Somebody hit the
"F it,
fire
I'm
button.
out."
That was crazy. I assumed I just got disconnected with the Discord thing that's been going on, but I actually had to rejoin.
I thought someone moved you.
Yeah,
We haven't done that in a
Oh,
long
you mean in the
time.
Discord channel? I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about. Like,
Right. Yeah. I thought Brandy came up here and just picked me
yeah,
up.
just
And
picked you up and moved you.
sometimes, I mean, listen, you know. Anyways, so where the hell was I? Motivation. So teleported to this, distant place. At first you were stranded, just trying to survive, get by. But now you guys have kind of gotten to the point where, you could get passage somewhere and go somewhere. You got money. You could leave if you wanted to. So I think the question for Bromir then is, what is your motivation right now? Why are you still hanging out with this crew? And do you see yourself staying around for a long time?
Well, I think the bottom line is one of the biggest reasons why I'm still around is the same reason why I think everyone else is around. We don't know fully what all is going on, right? We got thrown in the maelstrom, and we got. I mean, it was a while ago since we started the game, but I feel like it's not been that long in the game. So it's maybe been a couple of months.
Right.
That's still pretty fresh, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, we're still trying to sort ourselves out and figure out everything. Just like Bromir, he has attachments. He's been rekindled with some of his friends through the circus, and he's built stronger relationships with people on the crew that he didn't normally have conversations with, like everyone else here. Usually Bromir, before all this happened, he was kind of just nose to the ground, doing his own thing. He really wasn't much of a pirate per se. He's gotten a little bit more set in the ways of being a pirate versus, I'm still not going to steal if I don't think it's necessary, or that kind of thing. I will be a pirate just with a good conscience. So, but as far as where Bromir is now, it's more like he doesn't have a reason to leave, right?
Right.
If outside of just trying to figure out what's going on with everybody else, it's, I don't know. You just don't typically get up and leave a situation like that, right?
Right.
It's not life threatening, but it's like you kind of need to know to get your life in order. What the hell just happened to me? Why do I have this new ability where I can breathe underwater?
So Bromir is kind of motivated by the mystery, trying to figure out what the heck happened. So maybe he can get some
motivated.
closure.
Sure. I mean, even if it wasn't for the closure, even outside of the closure, it's like, yeah, I guess so. I guess you could say that.
You want to figure out what happened.
To simplificate it.
Right. If you wanted to simplify
if you wanted to butcher a word in English
into an orchid or some similar flower or grove of trees,
we're gonna bludgeoning it to death.
Listen, I don't want to butter the cat or anything, but
butter the cat and put pajamas on it. We're about to have some fun, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk. I think let's chat about what happened last week. Does anybody remember what happened last week?
We got into combat, and that was the majority of it.
Yep. That's right. Great recollection. B-Will, did you want to add anything to that?
So we killed Longbeard.
Okay.
We killed his 2 minions. Tovum found a magical mask what he thought is
You're
pretty
skipping
cool.
ahead. No, but okay.
Oh, I forgot. We had
and then this happened. But this is just
had to be talked into following his own
edict,
edict, which was fun.
Luke didn't realize that in this world, ghosts are like undead, like with the capital U. So he was just thinking more like, just natural spirits, not necessarily something that's been unnaturally prevented from death. But yeah, after being convinced that that's how it works in Galarian, he was like, okay, all right, fine. I guess we'll go deal with the ghosts.
So we twisted his arm a little bit. He went in. We saw some ghosts. They immediately kind of semi-attacked. Then had offered up his body because they wanted. They were all dead assassins, and they wanted to experience the rush of the kill again. And since we had just assassinated Longbeard, had agreed to let one of them enter his body, and after that, they all kind of dissipated and faded away.
Okay.
That and I found a mask. Taven found a mask,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we did a little detect magic on it and things, and Taven was relatively comfortable that the mask was not cursed, but not 100% sure. What he did know is if he put it on, he could hide the identities of everybody that was with him, and that was enough for him because he's Taven. And
So what does that mean? Hide the identities? It means you're still who you are. People just don't know.
I haven't looked at the item yet. I understand it's in my inventory, but it was it was casting the level 4 spell,
Illusory disguise.
illusory disguise.
So yeah, it lets you basically disguise yourself and up to 10 other people, I think it is, for 1 hour. At 4th level, you can't disguise yourself as a specific person, but you can make changes and as long as it's a shape that's roughly the same size and shape of your own, then it works.
So
Dom, you've won.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hit the little girl left, or
She's gone.
Oh, she's right there. She's right there. What are you talking about?
Wait,
Now she's gone.
Mimi
No,
Jean
she's spitting out
distracted her.
what's that?
I said Mimi Jean distracted her.
But yeah, in addition to the mask, which you eventually found by investigating the statue of Norgorber, so the mask itself was this kind of like rounded black, not in the shape of a face at all, just like this flat faceless mask with the left eye carved out in sort of a almost like a sunburst pattern, but typically the iconography of Norgorber has that as like a blue light, more like moonlight. Additionally, you guys found another dagger similar to the first one that you found, and Schwang Bosco found a great deal of alchemical components that could be used for crafting.
We ransacked this house for about 492 gold worth of treasure, I think.
There was some fat loots to be had,
And
sure.
about 6 hours worth of time.
Yeah, it took you a while.
Yep.
Dawn is approaching, but it is still dark out. I would say you can, at this point, it's got that just barely a sliver of gray coming over the horizon, but it's still mostly dark.
So I have. Go ahead.
Yo.
I was just going to say, because when we ended the last session, I think we were walking off back to the ship.
That's right. Yeah. You guys were walking back toward the ship. You had just disguised yourself as...
Disguised one of us.
Joke.
As the
Disguised ourselves as.
different Jim Carreys.
Is he disconnected? Oh,
No.
yeah. Because I had said something about the Jim Carrey mask to B Will.
What incarnation of Norgorber was it again? And was it the same as the house with the thing?
Yeah, I mean, you get the impression that this is the mask one. The mask icon is more just generically him, not necessarily one of his incarnations. But you do know the other one and this one were sort of styled in Blackfinger's aspect,
Okay.
which is the assassin aspect of Norgorber.
So I have an important question. So last session I remember, which was 2 sessions past.
My arm hurts now.
We were planning on visiting Blackbeard, and I thought it was under the Longbeard, under the
Black Longbeard.
We can't use Blackbeard. He's trademarked or whatever.
Yeah, we get DMCA'd so hard.
Mhm.
So
I'm probably gonna have to, shave my beard. Otherwise, Redbeard
Longbeard
can't do it.
So apparently we started fighting him right at the beginning of the last session.
I think maybe you're thinking of a different person, Gribbs, because at the end
I remember wanting. That's what we were going to do. We were going to go to Longbeard.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That village.
Yeah. No, you were planning on whacking that dude.
Mesdrubal.
I thought Well, I thought we were going to stake out the place.
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
but,
right. Because
No, we did not
we went
stake it out.
upstairs. Yeah, we went
Yeah,
up.
I
Yeah,
think-
it went sour.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
I think, yeah, it was
that
like, let's go stake it out. And then somebody was
right.
like, I'm going to go in the window. And then
That would be.
That steak was
Heh?
rare.
Was that Heh?
steak
That was
was
Heh.
really rare.
Yep.
Yeah. I did have nothing to do with instigating this fight. It was all him.
So, question for you, Bromir. Everybody else was here last time. When Tavam donned the mask, he activated the illusory disguise and attempted to disguise you guys all as something. Is that something Bromir would willingly accept? Would you be okay with receiving a disguise from
Tavam?
Yeah.
Yeah. For the most part, of all the people on that he hangs out with in this group, he actually does trust Tavam. Oddly enough, you know.
So you're like, as long as you don't turn me into Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Cat Jim Carrey.
I mean, he's-
out of all of
dude-
us, who do you not trust?
Himself.
The rest of you.
So, yeah. I believe the disguises I took were trying to get one of us as close to looking like Longbeard as possible, and his two guards. I turned myself into looking as close to possible to Shellyak Steve,
Endymion.
Aranax and Demian.
Aranax and Demian, thank you, and two of us into his bodyguards, and so that's what we were disguised as.
Who
Not actually
is-
them.
Who is going to be wearing Longbeard's face? Or, something like we said last time, you can't do a specific disguise, but Biwa was like, well, let me do the same like height, build, hair color, eye color, general characteristics, even though like the face won't be a perfect match. It may be sufficient in the dark to kind of pass with that idea. So yeah, given that, who wants to take on the appearance that's somewhat similar to Longbeard?
I feel like this is a baited question.
Did we lose Gribbets? Gribbets, are you? Oh, he's still here. Okay.
Turn his camera off or something.
I mean, I feel like Chris's character wants to take over the island. I think this would be good practice.
Wesley, you've just got volunteered.
I did. And I also am I the only one that's like trained?
Talk? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, do I even have deception yet? Pretty sure I did. No, I am absolutely 100% untrained in deception.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you got a nice, strong jawbone,
Yeah.
Time to get that hot rogue archetype dip.
You don't have an untrained improv, bro?
No, because I'm an intelligent. Well, I'm focusing a lot on intelligence. So I'm gonna get a lot. I'm gonna eventually end up with all the skills. At least trained. So I didn't bother with that.
I see.
And instead of that rogue dip, I took investigator dip, which is almost just as good.
I gotcha. Trained in athletics, not trained in deception.
But does
No.
that investigator dip give you mobility by a level
No.
whatever?
No.
Didn't take 2 levels in investigator to pick up mobility, a couple extra bonus feeds. Wait, no, that's DDO.
No.
Crap.
Is it in the plan though?
Let's talk about where we're at here. So, Wesley, I'm assuming unless you say you don't want to, you're going to be Longbeard, kind of.
Yeah, I'm
Kind of
fine with
Longbeard?
that. Yeah.
Okay. So then,
He's medium beard.
okay, that makes sense.
Well, it's kind of short right now.
Yeah, medium
Most
well.
more
beard.
white beard.
Medium well. White beard.
Yeah. So B-Will is Aranax, Chris is Longbeard, everybody else is random bodyguards. I think you could reasonably disguise like in a certain livery, like wearing the clothing that would match. So you guys are setting out from the house and heading back to the ship. Are you doing anything special? Are you trying to like just go as fast as possible? Are you trying to hide or sneak? How are you guys doing this?
I want to say we're probably trying to move undetected. Is that what it is?
Well, let's.
Avoid
I
notice.
mean,
Avoid notice. Yeah.
yeah. I guess we could do that. Yeah. Okay. I can work with that.
Yeah.
Just in case,
Okay.
because every shadow run goes south.
Yeah. Everybody
opening Cheddar?
is. Everybody's on board with avoiding notice.
Do we
Alright,
have
that's it.
somebody that we can follow the leader yet?
I mean, you can always follow the expert if
Or
you
follow
have
the
someone
expert.
who's expert. Quiet allies is a feat that helps that. But I just saw your note there, Dom. Hot. But yeah, so when you follow the expert, basically that gives you a bonus. Quiet allies is the one that lets the worst bonus roll instead of everybody rolling. So who has the highest stealth training?
I have 13 trained.
Well, I mean, the highest trained level, I think, is what matters here. Trained or expert.
Oh,
Nobody's
trained.
master yet. Any experts in stealth?
Oh, please. Taven?
What's stealth?
What's a stealth?
No.
I think that's like involving athletics, right?
I think you lift really hard and then people can't see you.
Walk around flexing.
Okay, so yeah, if nobody has expert stealth, then that means you cannot follow the expert. Everybody just has to roll their raw dog in stealth. Let's get to rolling. Let's start it up with some rolls. Tucker, welcome to the stream. You don't have expert in stealth, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay, great.
Almost
Go ahead.
positive.
Go ahead and roll us a stealth check. Let's see who rolls the worst, because
Could
somebody's gonna
I
really, really do badly.
use survival?
I will permit survival, but I'm going to say it has a higher DC because this is the natural
That's
terrain.
fine. That's fine.
I'm going to grab a brew.
Stealth is hot garbage.
Oh,
Okay.
a 19.
Before I make
Oh.
this roll, Tevis, I think I'm gonna have to look at the mask because there's a bonus that popped up that I don't know
No,
if
you
applies.
don't look at the mask. It does apply.
It does apply. Okay.
Yeah, as you kind of drop into a stealthy posture, like you do notice for some reason it's easier. And certain things that have been difficult for you in the past, all of a sudden you just kind of like slide into them in a more natural way than you ever have before. And you're like, that's weird. It's markedly different. You also feel this urge to operate in the shadows. Like you don't want to be seen, which is in stark contrast to Tavum's natural personality. So it definitely strikes you as very unusual. Yeah, we'll just say that for now.
All right.
If you do ever want to look at the item, you certainly can. But I can tell you it does apply here.
It does apply. All right. That's all I need to know.
The instructions are on the back.
Yeah.
The bag is attached to his face right now, though.
It's that
Yeah.
it's that tag that says "Do
I
not
can't
remove
read it,
under
it's too
penalty
close.
of law." That somebody already removed.
Y'all think Tavam reads instructions? Come on.
Wow, you guys actually did phenomenally well.
I rolled a natty 19. I didn't think I was going to do that.
Wait, we don't
Even
have
me.
we don't have Hadron in here.
I just loaded in.
Get in here and combo break this, brother.
Let's balance
'Cause,
everything out.
I mean, a 15 is not great, but it's solid. It's decent. It's not bad,
There we go.
That's nope. You
That's
still got a
not bad.
17.
That's pretty darn good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow.
Decent, I'll say.
So you guys are making your way kind of like following, I would say, parallel to the road that sort of travels from Longbeard's, the governor's house, to the town proper. And as you're doing so, you get about, I'd say, halfway between. You're kind of in the house isn't that far away, but it is far enough away that there's a little dead space between, just kind of some jungle you know, that there's not a lot going on. There's no houses or anything like that. And so you get about to that spot and you hear footsteps coming from the main path, which you're now kind of walking parallel to. The footsteps are going in the opposite direction. So you guys are heading back toward town, and these footsteps are coming ostensibly toward Longbeard's house. They have kind of a clank to them, like blunk, blunk, almost like the sound of somebody walking with spurs, you know, that metal blunk, blunk, blunk. And I'd say you could make out it's only one set of footsteps, which is, I mean, seems weird. Like it's not quite dawn yet. You know, it's still quite dark out. Apparently there's someone walking confidently through the path in the dark at night. You can't see them from where you're at. If you wanted to approach the path, you could.
I feel like since we're trying to avoid notice, we should try to stay hidden and maybe just let them pass, and then double time it.
Real quick, is this Theater of the Mind, or we have?
Yeah, no, it's just Theater of the
Tokens,
Mind.
okay.
Sorry.
Buster's gonna reload real quick. Just be safe. Sharpen it at the same time. Sharpen my gun.
Trying to sharpen it as quietly as possible. Okay, everybody's down with letting the boots pass.
Maybe if I could just safely get a glance.
Probably nothing safe. I can't make any guarantees, but you're certainly willing to try. Certainly able to try.
We'll
Yes,
see how able he
I'm
is.
curious.
We should write a song called "The Boots with the Spurs."
Mm.
Mm.
He
The whole
had
time
Cran
I'm
apple
looking
bottom
at her.
jeans.
He had those trouser-bottomed pants. The boots with
Trouser
the spurs.
bottom.
The
Bell-bottom
whole
pants.
tavern was looking at
Fat bottom
his
pants.
purse. Anyways, did you want to approach Wesley?
No, I don't want to approach. I just want to
Oh.
see if I can get a view from my vantage point where I'm at.
Oh, just
now.
stay where you're at. And see if you
Yeah,
catch
yeah,
anything?
yeah.
Give me a perception check. It'll be a difficult one, given that there is quite a bit of foliage between you and the road.
Must be fall.
Foliage.
Well, sure, that too.
Okay. You don't see anything.
Ooh, close.
It's too dark. It's too much
Okay.
going on.
Cool. Fine.
Too many foliage.
Too much foliage.
Foliage.
So you're saying I need to take some more of that foliage acid? It's a stretch, I know. Folic acid. It's what women
Oh,
take when
so
they're
did the
pregnant.
boots
Oh
pass?
god.
Oh my god, yes. At this point, the boots have gone past. You hear them fading in the distance, like heading toward Longbeard's house.
I say let's double time it.
Okay. You guys start making your way more quickly back toward town. It doesn't take you very long, you know, maybe another 10 minutes or so to make it back to town. You can see now the sun is it's still not visible, but you're starting to see like actual golden rays over the horizon. It's noticeably lighter outside. And you can see like a few people on the deck of your ship in the distance you can make out are going to and fro, taking care of business, you know, the normal operations of the ship. There are a few other ships in the harbor here. Let me see. I think we said it's about maybe 10 ships. You guys are making your way back to your ship. Do you stop for anything on the way? You just go straight to the ship?
I mean, I don't see. We didn't talk to anybody on the way in. I don't really see a reason to talk to anybody on the way out.
And maybe once
Got what
we
came
like
for,
get
didn't we?
to the docks, maybe we should like in between where there's no people and maybe there's people starting to stir on the docks, we may need to drop the disguise.
I was thinking that too, because our own people won't let us on the boat if we don't.
Good point. Yep.
Can you dismiss illusory disguise?
I have no idea. I'm not a
Surely.
spellcaster.
You can dismiss this spell. So the dismiss is an action that takes one action to do. So yeah, you can you spend an action and make all the disguises go away.
Cool. When I do that, can I take the mask off, or will it let me take the mask off?
As you dispel it, the rest of the group kind of notices that there's a large sound from Tucker's microphone, and then at the same time, it like the black mask comes back as soon as you dispel it, and you see this like flat black mask with just the left eye open, and of course that's your red eye. So there's this moment where it's like, sort of overlapped. It is your left eye, right? Is the red one? I think that's right.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
If it
And then
wasn't,
after
it is
that-
now.
After that, your face goes back to normal, and you don't see the mask anymore.
Who's been farting on Tatum's pillow?
So I didn't take the mask off. It just we don't see it on my face.
Yeah, no, you feel normal. There for a second, like your right eye goes blind because there's something covering it, and then it only lasts for maybe just like a second and a half, and then you can see normally out of it. So right immediately you don't have a way to like look at yourself to see what the others are seeing. The others would see that there's a short time where the black mask is showing, and then it just kind of like almost seems to melt back into Tavum's face, and then he looks normal after that.
I'm gonna go. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
There's
Oh,
some
well,
more
let's
of
get
that
it.
French.
Oui. Let's get back on the boat. Let's get back on the ship.
Is it? De merde.
So what happened to the mask?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Where's
I
the
mean-
mask on?
I mean, as far as I know, I still have it on, or it was a one-time use.
One
So,
of the two. Or you've
one of the-
absorbed it.
Or when I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to turn into an assassin and start killing our shipmates. I mean,
Did you make a deal with it or something?
I'll go sleep in the inn tonight, guys.
if I made a deal, I don't know about it. No, like I said, I didn't
Deal's
read
a deal.
I didn't read the instructions.
Deal is a deal.
Deal?
You do, as you're approaching the ship, you do still feel this urge to work from the shadows. You almost kind of find yourself as the sun comes up. You'll be walking past a building that's casting a shadow, and you kind of find yourself sliding that direction just to kind of grab that shadow. It's not forcing you to do it, but it's just kind of like just subtle enough that you kind of shuffle over there. What could it cost? It's not bad. Yeah, that's nice. That's so nice in the shadow when it's darker and nobody can see me. That's better.
No, that is completely wrong. No, I will fight this. I will fight that urge tooth and nail.
Okay, you want to try to get out of the shadow?
Yeah.
Okay. You immediately feel you're starting from your face, this almost like electric shock plus burning like rips back through your head. I need you to make a will saving throw.
First one, yeah.
Okay.
So the way he's looking, I'm wondering if I should hero point that.
That is a failure.
Shit. Too late, I guess.
You take
I'm sorry. What?
Whoa!
What is
30 7
Shadowrun.
points of spirit damage. What is the Shadowrun? I told you I was going to play Shadowrun one way or the
Holy
other.
shit!
37 points of spirit damage
Damn.
as it just racks your body. There's a
Oh
moment
my
where you
God.
can't
Oh wait, that's
really
not...
move. That's just Dom having fun.
That's just-
Nice.
Oh, I rolled
Nice.
69. Let's
Nice.
go. Nice.
nice.
One more hit point than I have.
You are able to walk in the light, though. You know it doesn't stop you, but it comes at a heavy price. You get this feeling from the mask of sort of like, okay, fine, if that's how you're going to play it, kind of thing. You don't hear a voice or anything, but that's just the sense that you get, and it doesn't bother you again as you continue to walk in the light.
I'm gonna turn to head and I say, I think this mask was meant for you.
It just sounds beat up suddenly. Just like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
down to 14 hit points.
Yeah.
I'm hurting.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say for you guys, like, it probably looks like he's really gaunt, like emaciated, like, suddenly sunken in and dried out, and like,
You know what? If that's the way he's looking, I'm going to pay a little bit of extra attention to him. If all of a sudden he just started walking out of a shadow and started getting a little ghoulish
still
looking.
dry.
looking pretty bony there, brother.
Yeah.
A little lotion on that fur, bro.
I did just get word that we got a tree down in our neighborhood, and Energy's heading out, and there's a small a possibility we may be losing electricity for a little bit.
Well, tell Entergy that we've got important business going on here, and they need to wait.
They need to wait until 10 o'clock at least.
There we
At
go.
least
10:45.
10:30.
10:45 at least.
That's right.
11:15 at least.
Man,
So-
45 at least.
So, Tavam, you do receive a lot of healing. You're feeling much better. You plump up again for the most part. You're still feeling a little shook up.
Shook up.
Fists away.
And you guys make your way onto your ship. Nobody really seems to accost you. The town is just kind of starting to wake up. You see a couple of people going here and there, but not too much at this early hour. There is, as you get onto your ship, you notice just like 2 ships over, there's a ship now in dock that wasn't here last night. And you can see on the bow of the ship in massive, like, gold gilded letters, the words "The Impregnable."
Does that mean anything?
You recognize it as the name of Vane Keats' ship.
As soon as you said there was a new ship here, it kind of yeah.
As we're getting on board, I'm gonna find the first crew member that I see.
Mm.
You tell everybody that nobody left the ship last night. We were all here.
Well, hello, Tavam.
Aye, aye. Fourth mate? Fifth mate? Where do you... I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with the...
I'm the last mate you will ever see if you don't get to work and spread that now.
Yes, sir.
Assistant to the assistant.
To the
Director.
director.
I was wondering why
Thank
Tavam was
you.
talking to Bromir like that. He's talking to his shipmate, not me.
Yeah.
Bro, he's up. He's up,
Bro,
bro.
Mir.
Bro, Mir. Okay, so are you guys setting out? Are you getting underway?
Yes. Yes, there's a dead
Unless
pirate lord that we need to get the fuck away from.
hold
And
up.
You're carrying the dude's head.
That's very true.
I have
I forgot about that. So we very much need to go. We have evidence.
I have an idea. Hear me out.
You guys pause on the deck of the ship.
Gather,
The wayward son.
gather the officers up. Of course, I'm assuming we all know that's his ship. That's Vane Keats' ship.
Yeah.
What if his rudder would to suffer some kind of accident?
Hmm. Do you mean like a...
Hui, hui, hui.
Wait.
Not that it would
About-
accomplish anything, but it'd be fun.
what if we disembark from the ship and we go up there and we find that dude standing over the body and we accuse him, tie him up, and drag him back for the murder?
How do we know he's going to see him?
The only house out there. He had to be going there.
That had to have been him that was walking down the path when we were sneaking out.
It's true that there's not a lot of other destinations down that road other than the governor's house.
Don't listen to me. I'm under the influence of something.
No, I'm liking that idea too. To be honest,
It's like, what?
You know, we've got certain intel that Captain Longbeard was under threat of assassination.
That's right.
We're here to save his life.
As long as head leaves that trash bag with the head.
Yes,
here,
yes, that
and then
is
we go to the house.
that is a requirement for the plan to work. Yeah.
We accuse him of also eating the head of Longbeard, so we have to cut him open like a shark, and then search his stomach. And then we don't find it, but he's already cut open, so we just leave it.
I mean,
what kind of foul rituals is he doing with that head?
Exactly.
I mean, what? I mean, whatever you say
murderer and
goes.
a
You're the
witch.
captain. If you think it's a good idea,
I mean, on second thought,
But then again,
we're not gonna get paid if we do this.
we've got
we're
the
not gonna get paid. Why would we not
Hez
get
has
paid?
got the head.
Well, I'm sorry. I should elaborate on the rest of my story. We captured this guy, and then when we haul him up in front of everybody, we found him with his head.
So you try to use the head as evidence.
Yeah.
No, I think we should leave the head away. Because
Put the head in his house.
In his bed
put
sheets.
the
Like the
head
Godfather.
in
Put it on
his. Yeah.
put the head on his bed.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
And it pulls back. Oh.
No,
Interesting.
I was just thinking of a little bit of sabotage for fun.
Sabotage.
That's probably the
I'll
best
get it
part.
done, Captain. I'll sabotage that rotor.
That rotor.
Rotor.
Rudder. Again,
sir.
it's those mispronounced words.
He's gonna use his amulet of fireballs to sabotage the rotor. Okay,
I mean,
so you guys tell me how this goes. Are you pulling out and then doing sabotage, or are you
Just like,
Oh,
getting
baby,
off the ship right now?
you just
Well, I
clip
mean-
the back end of his ship on the way out, like you just like hit his bumper a
We've-
little bit.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Oh.
No, we've got
Which the Impregnable is a larger ship than yours. It's like a small frigate class.
So we
We've-
take the ship.
we've got water breathing spells.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like I could get down there and fuck it up.
question.
He's a geek.
I need a refresher. Vane Keats is the one that made the contract with the circus, right?
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. And he's the other guy who is kind of
in the running.
for this governorship of Mesdrubal.
Yeah. All right, I
you
remember that part.
remember-
I just
Like Vane Keats, he's a governor of a lot of little tiny towns that's sprinkled throughout the Shackles, and that's why he has the Circus of Wayward Wonders kind of going around to each of his towns to provide entertainment and stuff like that.
My concern with trying to accuse him is like I don't remember if it's kept the name, but like a zone of truth spell.
yeah. So that's probably not a good idea.
I mean, you would be aware that those magics certainly do exist, but they're not terribly common outside of like, I mean, when you talk about assassinating a governor, maybe you're getting into that echelon, but you know, that kind of magic is typically expensive to pay for. And so it's only used in cases where people have a vested interest. So, like I said, I mean, a governorship of a town, maybe that's getting to that level, but maybe not.
Well, like,
Definitely something
governorship
good
of,
to think about.
Governorship is like a pirate town, so maybe people are like, oh no, he's gone. Wait, who's coming next? Like, just kind of.
Which
Oh
is
no,
true
he's
that,
gone
Like,
anyway.
you talk to Aranax, who's the guy who is in control of this governorship, and he was like, if he goes away and I don't hear about who did it, then maybe you'll be governor next. So he probably isn't going to be too broke up about it.
There is, that I do.
I knew I liked Nike Air Max. What a guy.
Nike
Air Max.
Air Max.
What a guy.
So much air on that guy. Incredible jumps. Mad hops.
So we're putting our black Air Force Ones on, and we're taking out the rudder.
You can see it. Like, wait. So it's
oh, go ahead, Swing.
nighttime? No, it's morning. You said it was.
Yeah,
sun
it's
up.
now dawn. Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have the cover of darkness.
I think we just hightail it at this point.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
The guy that owns.
It's like, can we
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Okay.
The
We
guy
did
that
the
owns
thing.
one island
Water is a
kind of
ghost.
kicked our ass a little bit. We surprised him. The guy that owns
We didn't
multiple islands, we think we're going to try to take him on Fairground.
We didn't surprise Longbeard at all.
Well, he did get a penalty to AC because he wasn't wearing his armor, and that was pivotal.
True.
We did catch him in person.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
It was half naked.
All right.
Yes, go.
Okay. All right. Make
We
way.
are- We could go scot free. No one knows we're here.
I imagine you guys are all standing in a circle playing rock, paper, scissors for about 10 minutes, and then eventually Wesley's like, all right, we're leaving.
Yep.
All right.
Who won? Who won though? Rock paper scissors.
Me.
It was Luke.
It was Luke. It was him.
Punching people.
He's so good at them because
his rocks are. I mean, his rocks are rocks.
Every time. Like, that's not how the game works.
Adrian, what are you rolling for over there? That's your rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, done.
Wow. Okay. You guys get underway. You pull out. You can see the majestic Impregnable sitting there, dwarfing your ship in size, strength, cannon number. But you can see even now, like, it is crewed by a complement of Marines, sailors. They look pretty professional. Not like professional, but, as pirates go, they look pretty good. And you guys slip out of the harbor and begin sailing which direction? Back to Hell Harbor?
I've got a date that I have to.
With Destiny?
I don't imagine heads
With
that
Destiny's
are removed from bodies
children.
last for too long.
I don't want to hold on to this.
Yeah, does anybody have a gentle repose on them? Really help with the decomposing head.
And I almost took that spell heart.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be handy. Who'd we lose this time?
Oh,
Dang. We keep losing people.
I thought that was Chris.
I thought so too.
Well, there's so many dang people in this call. I'm like, no, he's here. He's here. No, who's here?
This time?
So yeah, which way
It's
are
like
you guys
herding
heading?
Cavums.
Herding
How-
Cavums.
How far do we have to go back to Hell Harbor again? How long is that?
It's like a day and a half, and you were on a schedule. I think you were going to have about 5 days left, right? Does that sound right, Luke?
She said a week, and it took us a day and a half to get there.
Right.
Spend overnight doing it, so we say that's 2 days. So, yeah, 5 days sounds great.
Okay, so yeah, it'll take you about a day and a half or 2 days to get back, depending on how the winds are.
Okay.
So I mean, that does give you a few days of buffer. You do have a little time if you want to do something else.
I want to
Maybe.
rest a full 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, you
maybe
can do
we
that on
should.
the ship.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have enough crew to run it without you having to be involved.
Maybe we should meander a little bit and see if we can't come across some funds.
Do a little piracy.
Do a little piracy?
Take part in
Yeah.
a little piracy.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Bosco only has a ray of frost to help with the refrigeration and or keeping of the severed head.
But it is a cantrip. You could just.
Yeah, it was an innate spell.
I would like to use my daily VIP spell swap.
That's the wrong game, actually.
Yeah.
Again, yeah.
Can't you just like press digitation the head? Just keep it nice and clean all the time.
I can make it look nice and clean. I don't think I can actually
It's
keep
still
it
gonna
nice and
smell
clean.
like it's
Yeah.
rotting. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after the
Yeah, I
first
didn't-
couple of days, it's going to get pretty juicy.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna go hunting, can we do it on the half day?
Yeah.
Yeah, after
Just
you've already
take-
rested and everything.
Just
Yeah.
take the full day and pull into port that night.
Okay. Somebody roll me 2d6.
Well, just pick your poison from the 20 I rolled earlier.
No.
Okay.
I want a fresh 2d6. Thank you. You got to get that space out of there, be well.
Yeah.
2/R.
Between the slash and the R.
I like the effort though.
That's great.
It was a
That's
good
great
job.
initiative. A 4. Okay.
Mm.
So after you guys, everybody gets a long rest, a full rest, all the way back to max HP and everything. You do come across some ships coming out of Hell Harbor. Some of them, you know, they're riding high in the water. Like, doesn't look like they're really carrying much of anything. Some of them are looking like maybe they're a little more armed than you might want to take on. But after about a day of kind of meandering about, you do come across what appears to be a decently armored merchant vessel. It looks like it's maybe not the easiest target you've ever fought against. It's got 5 guns, port and starboard, 2 guns aft and bow. So it is more guns than you guys have. But it looks like it's probably a little bit lighter of a ship, not quite as durable.
More maneuverable.
It's about the same maneuverability as you guys. It's
Or-
also like a flute class ship, just a little bit less durable since Hadron added some upgrades to your hull, and
Right.
and it has more guns.
That's more good. So we still got our cannons on the front, right? We got a cannon on the front and one on the back.
Yeah, you guys have 3
Yeah.
3 on the sides and 1 1 on the front and back. So they have
Yeah.
5 5 and 2 2.
We've got to stay on their bow or aft, or
You
hopefully,
got to outmaneuver them.
ideally we can maneuver and just board.
Okay. So you guys, do you want to go for it? I mean, you can just decide you don't want to engage.
I'm totally for piracy.
Okay.
All right,
Tavam is all about piracy.
Can I take a quick look across? So there are more cannons on there. After that one passing ship with the odd cannon on the front,
Yeah.
and by that very determined looking goblin, can I take a look to see if any of those cannons look particularly nasty or otherwise specialized, or if they look pretty run of the mill?
Sure. Give me a I guess what did you have your
I have warfare lore.
I wanted to check your, because you have that archetype too. That's like the
Artillerist.
cannon. Yeah, the artillerist dedication. That's right. If you're serving on a siege weapon crew, you and all other members gain a +2 circumstance bonus to load, aim, move, or repair the weapon. Okay. So I don't think that'll apply to this check, but yeah, you could do warfare lore. That'd be fine.
Okay. Roll. Okay.
Sorry, I don't have it on the chat.
It's okay.
24.
Yeah.
Okay, these look like they are run-of-the-mill cannons. Basically the same as what you have. So, decent upgrade potential if you guys wanted to snag some for yourself.
It's good quantity too.
The good quantity, not they're not special though.
While you're looking around, how does the crew look? Do they look organized while you're checking out the cannons?
Does it look like a bunch of interns just milling them out, or is it just
Yeah.
Give me
actual
The
military?
intern vessel.
Give me a perception check. There's a brand new crew. We had to kill all the last one, and these are fresh. They're all fresh.
Perception, is that blind or what?
The struggle
sorry.
bus.
You're asking. Yeah,
I mean, they
my bad.
seem like they're you can't really tell, but it seems like they're competent enough. They don't seem like they're incompetent, but you're not really sure. Nothing stands out as particularly well ordered or disordered.
You hear me?
I hear you
Yeah.
now.
Oh, so weird.
Did you have a struggle?
I mean, mine it was picking up.
So we
on my
weren't hearing you.
screen.
But we weren't getting
Yeah.
put down.
Yeah.
Weird.
I was trying to assist in that perception. If
Oh.
can I-
Well, you can just make your own.
Strange.
Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
Just use your eyes.
Yeah, just
I
use
like
your eyes.
cooperative nature though.
Wow, you
Oh,
guys are
God.
crushing it tonight. You want to use a hero point or anything?
No, not really.
He's
Okay,
got the
that's fine.
spyglass turned around the wrong way.
Do we have two of them?
Hey, there's something.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Dave. Oh, did you hero point, Dave?
No.
I rolled that
Oh.
17 by accident. He was checking for the crew. My bad. That was. Just kinda
Oh.
rolling one.
Sorry. Yeah, I was reading Bosco's perception. Bingo bongo. Oh, Tava.
Bingo Bosco.
26. The crew does seem. You get a look at the sort of the captain's, the aft castle,
Mhm.
and the captain himself and his first mate and a couple of people standing around that look like important figures. I don't know. I mean, there's just something about them that makes you think that maybe they're a little bit fresh, a little wet behind the ears.
Fresh.
I think it's a good target, Captain.
All right, let's
yeah, you
do
feel
it.
like if you can get under the guns and board, it will likely be a sweep. But if they're able to get the guns on you, it could be real ugly. But let's do it. So you guys close the distance. I'm pulling up our ship combat rules again. Love these ship combat rules, guys. Love them.
We all are they in here?
You need to
I
add
did
them to
share with you
the.
guys.
Need to add them to that because we got a homebrew journal we had
Yeah,
started.
Is that in
Oh.
the compendium or is it in the Google Drive?
No, it's a Google Doc, I think.
Well, it's a Notion doc. I like to
Oh,
spread
yeah, yeah.
information on as many platforms as I can.
At least you're self-aware.
It's the worst because I'll make notes in Foundry and I'm like, nice. And then I make notes in Notion and I'm like, nice. And then I never can find anything because it's always in the wrong place.
So who made the Google Doc? Did you make that one too?
Wait, there's one in the Goo?
Oh, no.
The goo?
No, it was in the Notion.
In the goo.
No, I'm looking at one right now. It says Starcross Horizon Homebrew Rules. And it's got ship combat in it.
Oh, I think I did that one. I started making notes there.
Okay.
Is that the house rules? No, that's crafting. No.
Yeah, we probably need to add that to the house rules, though. But, that's neither here nor there tonight.
Anyway.
Okay. So the first thing that we do is we roll the maneuver check. Well, first we determine who's aiding the maneuver check. Who all is going to be aiding for maneuverability? And as a reminder, these circumstance bonuses do stack, or rather the bonuses from these aid checks do stack. And we did say that the maneuverability is going to be important here probably. So
I think if I remember correctly, we're able to do either a sailing lore or a diplomacy check for that.
Or athletics, yeah.
or
for maneuvering.
athletics.
Uh,
Typically, in the past, I've been doing the maneuverability check with diplomacy.
right, yeah. Yeah, no, the aid checks usually are just whatever people are adding on to things. So what do you guys want to do? I think it's typically Svalder and He who aid maneuverability.
Yeah, with
What do you-
athletics.
If you guys wanted to all aid maneuverability, that's certainly possible.
We do need some people on the guns.
I
But,
usually
you know,
ate on the
well,
gun.
I'm gonna grab.
But
that.
if we can get enough assistance on the maneuverability check, it might enable us to get in range quicker.
So no help on guns.
Everybody,
The maneuvering check only establishes initiative. It doesn't change our speed.
Well, but it does. If you critically succeed the maneuvering check, then you can force a board. So that's
Right.
that's the big
I
thing.
just, how far away were they again? I'm sorry.
Well, the distance doesn't really matter. You guys are in engagement range now. We don't really track specific distance. But yeah, you guys are in like combat range.
Okay.
So just one person fires the cannons and everybody else aids. Is
Yeah,
what
one
I'm
person
hearing?
does maneuver, one person fires the cannons, and then everybody else is aiding one of those two checks.
You can only
So
aid
we do
one.
maneuver first because it affects how the guns fire. So who's going to aid the maneuver?
I don't think I was aiding on maneuver because the lore that was I was using my fire element to assist
Right.
and
Yeah, I think it was Bromir and He, sorry, who were used to do the maneuver checks, the maneuver aids.
Yeah. Yep. The manure checks.
The manure aids.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, whoever's aiding with that, give me your skill check now for aiding.
With athletics,
if you want to. Yeah, athletics is a viable option.
Acrobatics.
Sure. I imagine for acrobatics, you're kind of like scampering on the upper parts of the rigging and fine tuning things. And this is an aid check against the standard DC for your level. You guys are now level 5, so that standard DC is 20. So He has a success, Bromir has a success, Tavam has a failure right now if nobody uses any hero points.
I don't think I'll use a hero point.
So I got +2.
+2, yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back. Hadron, did you want to help with maneuvering?
Maneuvering or firing?
How are you going to help with maneuvering?
Angling the sails.
So I'm sorry. I might have just like completely fucking went smooth brain for a second. Is our end goal boarding the ship?
I think that's what Wesley said.
Okay, then I'll also aid in the maneuver then.
So who's rolling the maneuver check though?
Wesley.
It's gonna be Chris.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Dom, go ahead and give me your check. Tucker, what skill do you use to help angle?
Daddy, yes!
Oh, beautiful. Wow. So another +2. So you're rocking a total of +4. I think we just broke the system in half. Obviously, the right play is everybody aids maneuver and you board.
Well, I still have to roll.
Yeah, well,
that's
Could I do like
there's that.
Could I do like crafting to like I don't know tie a very specific knot? That will
Craft up
just
a solution for this.
I think crafting is feasible. You're out there like throwing out crazy knots that give you mechanical advantage.
You know, the double rabbit snake loop.
He's getting like different boarding planks set up for.
Would
for
shipbuilding apply? Would my specialty crafting shipbuilding apply?
Sure, Tucker.
No.
Yeah.
No. Or though, because you seemed very surprised.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
And we're back live.
I don't think Luke can hear
3,
us.
2, 1, we're live again.
Hey, are we live on the stream right now?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's funny because I just happened to see a monster whose name is Arrogant Entodemonologist, and it made me reminded me of Aranax and Demian. I was like, Arrogant and Demonologist.
It's easy for you to say.
Anyways, not really. Welcome back, everybody. We're just about to start a little ship-to-ship combat, but currently we're awaiting the return of 2 of our hottest members, Dom and Griblonskers.
The hottest
and
of the
possibly
hot.
Tucker. We can't see Tucker. We don't know.
Wonder.
Mm-hmm. I'm still wondering, is Tucker here?
Is he here? I don't know.
Where is Tucker?
Maybe I'm right behind you the whole time.
My favorite thing was when we were at your wedding, Tevis,
Mm.
and I saw one of the brothers' hand, and I said, Tristan! And I think it was his girlfriend. Tristan's girlfriend. Yeah.
Caitlin.
Caitlin, yeah. She said, that's Tucker. Like,
Tristan, wait a second.
Oh, well, I mean, on camera, you know, I've only seen like Tucker on camera like twice.
2 times, yeah. He's one of those brothers, Hannah.
One of the brothers, Hannah.
Brothers, Hannah.
Tristan, wait a
Oh,
second.
God, no, stop!
I mean, on
Okay. Good now.
Yeah.
So we're just. Do I need to go ahead and roll?
I mean,
My favorite
well,
part of Tevis's wedding was when Dom was straight up like, we didn't know if Brandy was real.
We were pretty sure she was made up this entire time. In fact, did you hire this lovely lady to come out here and pretend to get married to you?
Awesome.
Oh, we got music
awesome.
now, finally.
Oh, awesome. From Foundry?
Yeah. How long have you had
Not
music
playing
on?
for me.
Oh.
I'm playing for me.
Do you have your Twitch open and the volume up?
Well, no, I just play it through Foundry.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I changed the music.
Oh, I shouldn't be on my curse anymore.
Crackhammer.
So I should be good to go to make a Diplo check, or do we need to wait for the hottest
You
of the
are
hot?
free to make that Diplo check. Don't forget, you have +2 for the ship. You have +5 for the aids that have been granted to you, for a total of +7.
I need to crank the music down just a bit. Okay. Sorry, I'll fix that in post.
The poor bastards watching right now, just suffering.
All our users,
Yep.
viewers, whatever. They may be users too. I don't know, but
Listen,
I don't
I don't
judge.
judge. I don't judge.
All right.
I
So
do, silently.
You're one of them, Tucker.
Now, since
ahead,
it's a
Chris.
standard Diplo check, I'm assuming my glasses of sociability, my glasses
take
of
your time with it.
sociology,
If they apply to all
they
Diplo
apply to
checks,
all.
then yeah, that would apply.
All right. So +5. He said +5. We're gonna do a +5 Cirque Bone.
And you get the 2 for the ship too.
+2. Oh, so another. We'll call it a plus. That one a +2 item bonus.
Just round up +13.
Yeah. Round it up.
Oh no, that I can't call it an item bonus.
Yeah, I don't know why you tried to do that.
It's almost like I didn't already have.
Check this out. What if you
I'm
do a
gonna call
circumstance
it
bonus
an
that's a
untyped.
+7?
Because I've already added the +5, and I didn't make it.
You know, you
I
can-
forgot to add the +7.
You can click on it and change it, right?
I can? No.
Just delete.
Oh, once you add it. Okay,
Once you
there
add
you
it,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
So,
Yeah, just do untyped. That's fine.
So I'm not to brag or anything, but my total roll bonus is +21.
Wow.
Oh wow! So just
Right.
don't roll the sacred number.
Don't.
Oh,
Critical.
so
Well,
beautiful.
you know,
I blame you.
You know.
You totally jinxed him. Hero point
All
that.
right, he's got to walk.
Be it as it may, it's still a digital game.
Reroll using a hero point.
We got the boom.
Wow.
It was fated to
It
be.
just takes a roller coaster.
What a perfect hero point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think he deserves another hero point just for that hero point.
No, that's not how they work,
I
actually.
think Rib should sacrifice
Thanks,
one
Rib.
of his.
Thanks for
Rib.
trying.
No,
Thanks.
that is not true. That's not how that works either.
That's how things work. You know.
Minus 1 HP.
All right, let's see if this fresh, wet behind the ears cat can do anything. I mean, at this point, I think he's. Well, no. Okay, so he does get. Okay. No, I think. Yeah, even if you rolled a 20, you still crit succeed him. Yeah, so you beat the wet behind the ears captain of this merchant vessel by a whopping 22 points, double critical success. You may choose to board if you want to, because you did critically succeed on your maneuver check.
Going in, boys.
Yeah, let's board.
Okay. So you guys, like, I kind of imagine that you know, the water is has a little bit of a activity to it, and you're able to just kind of somehow ride one of those waves just right around the backside, and before they can fire off even a shot with the aft cannons, you you just swoop in right beside them, start throwing lines over, haul them in, lay the boards down, and all of your people start charging across. And yeah, we're doing a boarding action here. I'm gonna say you guys do get a free attempt to try to force a surrender if you want to take it, because of how thoroughly you shellacked them in this maneuver check. That would be a Diplo or Intimidation to attempt to force a surrender.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I try it after I do my boarding assault?
I'd say, I mean, if you want to let the captain try it, and then if it fails, you can boarding assault.
Okay.
If that makes
Yeah,
you happy.
That's fine.
Okay.
Wesley?
I'm gonna use that Diplo.
You check the rules on surrender checks.
Can I assist? Wait, hold on. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
This would be the only check to force a surrender. Like, you guys can't make, other
Right.
people can't make additional checks.
Surrender
You feel like
your
that's-
vessel, or
You could attempt to aid if you wanted to, Tucker.
I mean,
I would
it sounds
totally
like I
stand
missed it
behind
by
Alright,
one.
yeah.
Severed
I see
head
what you mean,
throwing
yeah.
it out as well.
Anybody who wants to aid can. This one will be more like a regular. These aids won't stack, but you know, if somebody does critically succeed, then you'll get the full +2.
Can
And
I aid?
there's
Oh, yes!
Can I aid with intimidation?
yes, you can. That is a success, not a crit though.
That was a weird roll.
That's a fail.
Fuck.
That's a
Don't fail.
success.
Hero point that.
Don't tell him to burn a 0 point.
No.
Don't tell him what to do with his hero points.
Tell him, man, out
You
of the
feel like a
five.
regular success on the aid probably is not gonna do the ticket.
Mm,
So we're looking for at least a 25 on an aid check.
25 is what you were aiming for. So if you can get a crit succeed on that aid. But otherwise, you can just shellac these guys in combat too. That's totally fine.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm hoping I can land and right next to somebody and strike them first thing.
Natural 20.
God. Oh.
Oh. I don't
That's
know.
not good.
Not
That's that you just killed. Thanks, Swing. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
You
You
see,
just made
trying to
it.
load Monty into a cannon, like grimacing, like. "Ugh."
He
I'm
just,
just
he
like,
just went
not
right
taking it.
over the ship and he's out in the water somewhere.
They're like, why is he trying to stick that poor monkey robot in a cannon? That's so weird. Oh.
If you do that to a monkey robot, what will they do to us?
Okay, so nobody wanted to hero point their aid check. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
good, thanks.
It's getting late, y'all.
So you guys swing across, and let's get that initiative roll. Here comes a fresh encounter.
Can I use
And-
crafting?
May I use diplomacy?
Since
No.
I'm doing
Okay.
boarding
Yeah, use
assault,
athletics.
You got
Sorry,
full
you
map.
can use diplomacy, not crafting.
Athletics.
Athletics? For swinging on board? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Running across the board, jumping up.
All right, fine.
For that, right?
can I
I'm
use?
way too nice to you guys.
I know.
You
Can
are
I use
way, quite
acrobatics
way.
since it's part of it's the DC check I'm supposed to use?
Yeah, that's fine. You guys should all be at max health here.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, because presumably I would have been doing like medicine stuff.
Is that my grid? Is that my
Well, it's
grid?
been
Last,
like more than a day.
yesterday.
My grid's back?
Bro, did you get your GWID back?
I think I got my grid back.
Shit, I got my GWID on.
Oh.
Hell yeah. My GWID is rock solid. Okay. As you guys land and Wesley's like, lay down your arms and we'll let most of you survive, I promise. They're like, no, we'll fight to the bitter end. And it's like this, the captain looks like a younger guy and he's maybe a little over exuberant about what fighting to the bitter end means. Maybe he doesn't
Zealous.
actually know what that looks like.
He dies first.
I've got eyes on the captain, right?
The rest will crumble.
So we are going to begin. Yeah, the captain is ambitious, charming scoundrel.
I'm
he is
gonna
the
really go
first-
for him first.
The first to act.
I'm gonna say I haven't landed yet since I have to do the boarding assault.
Yeah, I wanted to
with the
talk.
DC.
I just randomly kind of threw you guys around here. I'd say if I don't know, are you guys okay with these positions? Would you try to land somewhere else? I don't know that you would have
No.
perfect ability to land exactly where you want to, but you should be able to get close. You know. What are you guys thinking?
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna take his answer for everybody because he's the captain, and we're just gonna rock into it.
Oh, Captain.
Oh, captain, my captain. Okay, we are going to.
Oh, that's a lot of cannons.
He's gonna turn to Svalder.
That looks like a lot more than 5 cannons.
That's a whole lot of cannons.
This is actually the map for the constellation. I'm just reusing it.
Oh, those cannons.
I just needed a boat, okay? Just a boat. Just a map that makes sense. Kind of. So he is going to turn to you, Svalder. He's going to attempt to feint against you. That's against your perception DC. That is a 21 versus your perception DC.
That is right on the money. Or no, sorry, that's over 2.
Okay. So you are flat-footed for his next attack, I think, on a regular feint success. Yeah, the next melee attack. So then he's going to try to hit you with his short sword. I'm going to temporarily get you off guard. And then he's going to attempt to strike with that short sword. With a hit.
That would still be a hit. Never mind.
Yeah, your reactive shield.
Yeah.
So he is going to roll damage, and because you're flat-footed, it's a little bit of that snack attack. Ooh, not bad. 18 points of damn. That was 2 actions. Third action, he is going to... Man, there's just not a lot of room to move here. Why did I do this to myself? I think he's going to try a little acrobatic maneuver. He's going to try and, like, jump over the the wheel and land next to this on the lower deck. Okay.
Oh man, that's
I'm gonna say
that's gonna have to be a high DC, right?
I think it's gonna be. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a DC. Let's call it 20. Let's call it 25, just to be fair.
I mean, that wheel's like 15 feet across.
Yeah, it's a high DC. He didn't quite make the DC. He was close. I think he can clear the wheel and get there, but he doesn't stick the landing. So he's gonna take so he's gonna take half of the damage, the distance and damage. This is probably like 8 feet, so he's gonna take 4 points of damage.
Is he prone?
And because he took damage from falling, he will be prone. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him that prone condition, if I can find it. And that is the end of his turn. That was 3 actions. Hadron Remastered. What do you got in the tank for us?
Let's see. I'm gonna do a 2-action Scorching Ray.
Okay. Oh. Don't forget, you guys, because you have Agmunder on your crew, you get temp HP, I think, right? Whenever you start a boarding action.
Oh, really?
Where did I write that?
Is this the document on the Goog or the?
Yeah, where?
I don't remember.
It's gonna find a sticky note just on a monitor. Just falling off. Like, what? Oh, there it is.
We'll say that you guys get your level in temp HP. I'll find it at some point. So everybody can grab 5 temp HP, and Dom, you can gain 5 health back from, because you would have had that.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. Oh wait, so you targeted both of them, right?
Yeah, I
your
think I
attack
rolled
rolls?
damage separately, right?
Yeah. What? Yeah, you do. Yeah. So you
Okay,
got
so
both
that'll
hits.
be one.
Is that on ambitious or on helpless?
That'll be on the first one that I targeted, the ambitious,
Ambitious. Okay.
and then this will be on.
How did I do the wrong thing?
Is it the same? Oh wow, that was a lot better.
I'm boosted. Hold on.
What?
Let me undo
No.
and let me damage, and then here. Damage. There we go. I clicked the wrong button on that. There we go. So 9 on ambitious, 15 on helpless, charming scoundrel. That's hot. That's 24 points of damage, right? Big value. You got a third action. Is it gonna be force bolt?
It's gonna be that force bolt. Hold on, wait.
I'm praying for you to roll
Yeah.
that D4. One of these days, brother, you're gonna roll a 4. It's gonna happen.
Oh, it's 2d4 now. Oh, there's 1 4.
Hey, that's actually pretty great. 8 points, so 32 points of damage on the turn. I mean, that's a really solid turn. I feel like sometimes when you do AoE damage, it's just like it doesn't feel as like I did 32 points of damage because it's like, you know, here, and here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bosco. What do you got? What do you got for us, Bosk?
I'm scoping out the area. We only have those 2 on the deck at the moment.
Yep, just 2 targets. As like if you remember before, like the rest of your crew is fighting the rest of their crew, so you guys are just sort of in a, you know, like a, like if you imagine the movie where it zooms in on the like what was the movie with Troy, with, you know, it'd be like everybody kind of makes a circle and then Achilles fights whoever, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's that kind of vibe.
Okay. And it was this one that jumped over the wheel. That was the captain. Or
He's a bit of a dumbass, yeah.
Looks like a captain. Okay. We're gonna target him.
You might say he has a PhD.
He's, yes, probably.
PhDs.
Nice.
Yes. Can target him. First action. Gonna fire a shot with a new gun. And yep. I would say if I'm shooting like through that wheel at him, since the wheel's like 15 feet wide.
Oh yeah, you're shooting that guy. Well, yeah, because there is also a drop down too. You might not actually be able to shoot at him from that angle.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like an 8-foot drop, so he would be, basically right next to it.
Then yeah, I need to move. Then let me.
If you want to just shoot this guy instead, you can. Or if you just want to say that you move first, that's fine too.
Yeah, let me.
But yeah, this guy is prone. So
he would have. Yeah, let me just. I'll just put the round into this guy that's right in front of me. So
okay.
Let me just target.
Yeah,
you think the AC's any different? Or...
Give it to him.
no, yeah, you can use that same result. So that is still a hit.
Right.
Talk to me.
So... roll 5 some regular damage.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
Very average.
And,
Good average roll.
have.
Is there
We'll take
splash
it.
on this?
There's not. This is
Okay.
the new rifle that does not have.
Not that it matters, because Svalder is resistant to fire, right?
True.
I don't have my aura up right now.
Never mind.
So it wouldn't matter.
But there's no splash, so it doesn't
There's no
matter.
splash. The other gun, it wouldn't have been fire. It would have been bludgeoning or whatever I had it set to.
We just can't win, guys.
But anywho,
What do you do?
You can do-
Yeah, that was the first action. Fire.
Okay.
Second action. Inform. Well, Monty gets his one independent free action to stride or strike. So no, I have to use my second action to inform him to reload for me, and then third action going to go into overdrive.
Overdrive.
And roll a crafting check. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat. Crafting check, and then see success or failure. What happens? Hoping for a crit. Success. So,
Okay. So you get half your ant, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So
That is your third
half-
action, right?
Yes, that'll be my third action. My turn. Let me just add this effect to me, and then yeah, it's already there.
Okay. The helpless charming scoundrel. I think he's going to. Oh man, this is tough. I think he's going to use a special ability called Advancing Flourish, and he's going to make his way down the stairs using 2 actions, and he's going to then faint. That's what his Advancing Flourish lets him stride twice and then faint. So he falls to the deck.
Passes
in a
out.
faint. No, sorry. He makes a deception check against Hadron's perception DC. Ooh. 19 versus perception DC.
Is it my bonus plus 10?
Mm-hmm.
It is 19.
He succeeds. So you are flat-footed. Sorry, Dom, I forgot to take your flat-footed off. Or off guard, excuse me. And so you're off guard for 1 strike. And here comes his short sword. Ooh, right on the money. Because you are flat-footed. Incredible.
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 Incroyable. Beautiful French.
Thank you.
You kept 15 points of piercing damage. And that is his third action, though. Heh, it is your turn.
Huh. Rough call.
Yeah, you've seen them both take damage. The helpless scoundrel does look to be in a little bit worse state.
Yeah. But right here, because I know there's this little pole. Obviously, the mask is in the way.
I think you could make that work.
Okay. Well, then it
The
will
mass
be...
looks like it's less than half of the space, so we'll say you can punch around it.
Okay. So it will be rage.
Nice.
Take a nice little stride right here. And it will be throwing hands.
Give him the hands. Nice. Nice. 17 points.
That's 3 actions.
Oh, solid. Wait.
As a reaction.
Oh, right, because you raged. I forgot.
Yeah.
As
what do
a
you got?
reaction. That was slashing or piercing, right?
At bludgeoning.
Fuck. Never mind. You're the fifth man.
Now,
Yeah.
let me just say, though, Tucker, you did take piercing damage. So if you want to use this reaction on yourself, that's fine.
I don't think so. Nice.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, I'm just trying to make sure you're aware of
I
your
love how
options.
that's an option.
I mean, not every wizard can be an ab wizard.
That's right. All right, Wesley, Steel Arrow, you're up. They're both now down on the main deck, both looking roughly about the same injured. One of them, though, is laying prone because he just tried to jump over the fucking off the half castle.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. It worked so well the first time I did it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with a bon mot.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, "Oh, Captain, if ignorance is bliss, why aren't you happier?"
I think you can target this guy. I would say
okay.
If you're attacking, he would have cover. But for something like Bon Mo, you can just do that. So yeah, give me your Diplo check against his will DC. That is a success.
Okay.
Nice.
Bon Mo.
And for my next 2 actions,
Double down.
I'm gonna cast a little spell I call, you know it, you love it,
Fear.
Fear.
So hot right now. All right, here we go. This is for all the marbles.
Fear. It's a
He
fail.
failed.
failure.
Regular fail.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. DC
yeah.
20.
And it's all part
Acrobatic.
of the same.
The same 2 act.
Okay, we are live again.
Welcome back to the stream, everybody. We're having some technical difficulties. In the meantime, you miss Valder running up and smashing that guy's nuts.
Oh no. No.
And Tavam using a hero point.
Hero point.
That's a better hero point.
There you
That's-
go.
Yeah,
There
there
you
we
go.
go.
So that's a critical success. I don't think that matters, but you will be able to land wherever the hell you want to here.
And I'm gonna land right here.
Do a
Okay?
flip.
You don't want to.
And
You don't want to attack this guy who's badly injured versus this one who's near death.
oh, I didn't realize he was near death. Yeah,
Don't
I'll
let
go-
the GM dissuade you. Oh, you cock blocking little fuck.
I'm sorry. You guys really are supposed to pay attention to this stuff, but I just couldn't help it.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do a strike as part of this. So here we go.
That is some bullshit, Devs, and you know it.
I didn't realize that's what you
Like, that is exactly the one place.
Yeah, I think he dies, but
That's fine.
So
I don't know if you're gonna get the extra damage die. Does it add it?
no, I think I'll have to manually add it. So I'll have to roll a separate 1d6.
Times 2, because it'll be doubled by the crit as well.
Oh, by the crit, yeah. So yeah,
So
let's
do
see what.
critical and then do a d6 times 2 as well.
Oh, actually, I could put. I can add 2d6. What?
What are you doing?
In the roll, I can add 2d6 to the
Oh,
whole
okay.
roll.
All right,
And
talk to the goose.
There we go. Oh, it added D4s. Shit.
What is going on right now?
That should have been 2d6. I don't know why that.
Well, you have 2d6 and 2d4.
So 2d6 because of striking, and then I was trying to put in the other 2d6.
Well, it should just be
I'll
one
have the
extra
one-
d6 if you're including it inside of the roll, because it's going to double it for you. Is that what you?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Just add 1d6.
Let's just try that again. This time, let's add one extra die, and then let's make the size of that die a d6.
1d6. Add. All right, now that's looking right. Let's go. It's still saying a fucking D4.
Oh my god.
You're using the dagger.
Oh,
That's why it's
yeah.
a D4.
Oh well, shit. Oh well, then that
Why is my dagger doing a D4
Yeah,
damage?
were you meaning to attack with the rapier?
I was meaning to attack with the rapier.
Okay.
That's fine. I attacked with the dagger just to really make things.
They have the same attack bonus. Like if you want to just do it with the rapier, do the damage with the rapier. That's fine.
Just,
I mean, you
click the crit
typically-
damage next to your rapier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to do.
And then add that extra d6 in there.
We're learning. We're learning.
If you're just tuning in, nothing has happened.
Not a thing.
There we go. That's looking better. So here we go.
You hate to
Less
see it happen. You
damage.
hate
By
to
one
see
hit
it
point? Is it by one hit point?
Well, it did a lot less damage. In either case, you do enough damage to
Unalive him.
incapacitate or kill. There's a voice in your head. Not a real voice, but it's more like a feeling. More so than a voice that's like,
Feline?
show no mercy. Kill it.
So I'm going to roll
wow.
a D20.
More than a feeling?
More than a feeling.
10 or less, I kill him. 11 and above, I don't.
Okay.
I don't kill him.
Okay. I need you to make a will saving throw.
Ah, son of a...
To see if you actually will kill him now.
No, to take a crap ton of damage.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god.
Isn't that the same thing I rolled
Lightning
last time?
hands.
Yup. Ambitious, charming scoundrel. 37.
Can I roll? Maybe I'll
reflex.
get 69 again.
It's a will
Yeah.
save, B-Will.
Will save.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, so
Oh,
close.
so close.
I felt
so
it
close.
too. I felt it.
Here we go
69.
with the will save. You know what?
Oh, dear God.
No, I'm using my other hero point this time.
Up to you.
Oh no.
My second birthday.
That is a fail. You take 37 points of spirit damage. You're fine, though.
Are you?
You're fine.
Are you?
Yeah,
But you
I'm
do-
all right.
You do stay your
Jumps on the
hand
ship.
from the killing blow, so I will say that he does just become unconscious if you want to, do something with him. You do have one more action, though, right?
I do have one more action. I haven't taken.
Throw your dagger at the other guy and just fucking chaos all this shit.
Oh yeah, since I'm using the dagger, I'll throw
I
the
gotta
dagger.
stop giving you guys.
Make sure
Yes,
you push
yes.
me out of the way first, even though I'm behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna back.
just push him out of the way and then throw the dagger.
I'm pushing.
I mean, it's totally fitting, right?
Hey, so did we kill everybody
Oh,
yet?
as a free action, of course.
I did not mean to do that. I was trying to get my damn character sheet up. I did not. it was
Oh
not the
man,
end
we
of my
we
turn.
didn't even kill everybody yet.
Oh, you need me to bring you back?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I
there
got
you go.
one action left.
I'm gonna grab a brew real quick.
So, is map still going to apply? Because the way that read, it's just you get to make an attack as part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you still got the
it's an
map.
attack roll.
If it doesn't specify anything, map will always apply normally.
It's always a map.
Always
Gotta
a
get that
unless
map.
it's- Unless it says something, you always add map.
All right, here we go with map.
Roll a natural 20.
All right, well, there you go.
Hey.
Okay.
All right. So
It works if Tevis does it. When I call it, it's in this.
two. Oh my God, that's the crit damage.
Can
but I
you
do get-
believe you rolled minimum
Please.
or almost minimum?
But he's got bleed damage, so
Yeah, there
Now
will
my
be some
turn.
bleed, and he is not yet down.
my
Bromir.
turn's over.
You're up.
Take
He's
care of my
still
white.
up.
Take care of my
Demoralize
lightweight.
I'm gonna leap right here just for the style points.
Beautiful. You get caught in the sail.
Sail. Listen. I was in the circus. I know how to navigate a sail.
You know how to
okay?
navigate a sail. Yeah.
I don't know how to navigate a sail. Okay. And then I'm going to give him the old,
Risky fingers.
the power. Yes, the frisky fingers. No, the flurry of blows. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay. Give him those
The
blows.
first
Same
finger
thing.
sounds way better.
Same thing.
What if I just fist him instead?
Yeah.
No, what am I doing? No, I'm going to grapple. Grapple check.
Oh, yeah.
This one, yeah, of course. I almost forgot to upload my character.
$26 against his fortitude DC. That is a success.
Hot grapple.
So he is now grapped.
Now I'm going to do that.
Flurry of
The
belows.
flurry of belows with a map.
Big map, small map, but big grab. Oh,
And then the last one.
I believe in
Oh.
this one.
No, not even. Well, shit. I do want to hero point that one, actually.
Go for it.
I'm going to hero point this one. Okay. And then with
Jeez.
the last map. Why do I get a higher map on that one?
You're kidding me.
I'm trying to be a higher one.
You're like,
That was
Damn it.
such a
It's the last one.
that was such a
Give me that-
tease.
give me that damage roll. 9
9.
points. He only had 1 HP.
Hot kill.
Do you?
I just look over at
execute-
Tavam. I just point at him like, "I got you, boy."
Do you execute him or do you just get him unconscious?
What would Bromir know that we don't really want to kill these guys? You know what? I'm going to say just keep him unconscious because I've seen Tavam whether or not he wanted to.
Mm.
I've seen Tavam let the guy live,
Okay.
so I'll let this guy live too.
We'll
I'm gonna
go
start eyeballing Tavam
unconscious.
really bad again since he tried to do something and all of a sudden became ghoulish.
Yeah, exactly. He's got
Like,
that
what the
weird
fuck are
look
you
again.
doing, bro?
We're
mean-
gonna have to have another intervention
have a
with
talk.
Tavam.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's going to be a talk. Next session, talk sesh.
The only reason why I didn't try to kill him is because we tried to take him alive in the beginning. So I figured not kill. But eventually I'm just going to have to start killing or I'm going to die at one of these points from all
It
the
wouldn't be
damage
the
I take.
first time.
True.
Bromir would have let him live regardless. Thinking about it now.
Mhm.
My
Yeah.
thought,
Yeah, I think that's.
I think keeping them alive would be better for us in the long run because we can always run across them again and take their
Right.
stuff again. We can't kill all of our
Take the lunch money.
clients.
That's right.
Eh.
So as you guys knock the second one unconscious, you see like the rest of the battle. Your crew is subduing the rest of their crew. It's a resounding victory. Looks like your crew maybe is just taking some superficial wounds. Doesn't look like anybody was even lost. So like a cheer goes up from your side. You can see, Roscoe, D-Snuts, Agmunder down there. They're like, yeah, we fucking did it.
We.
Right.
I did it.
I did it.
We did it.
Man, you didn't do shit.
And yeah, so I mean, eventually these guys will come back to consciousness. I mean, assuming that you're willing to provide them with medical attention, they won't bleed out. So yeah, they'll come back to consciousness. But what's your plan for their ship? I mean, do you want to strip it? Do you want to search it, loot it, kill everybody, let everybody live.
I think we'll just leave. I think we'll just
Burn it
leave
down.
now.
I'm just throwing out options.
We're obviously taking cannons, right?
We're going to search it as well. Yeah.
Do we have room
Yeah.
for more
Cannons were a lot
cannons?
better than ours.
Well,
Well,
they're basically the same. They just have a lot of them.
Okay.
They just have a whole bunch.
We're about to have
Yeah.
to start selling boats, guys.
I mean, that's
I
one
mean-
thing. This
We
boat is
use
in
both.
perfect
We're
condition.
going to have a fleet.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
not
mean-
as nice as your ship, but it is not damaged.
I mean,
we got a shipmaster.
under the influence of the mask, Tatum's just like, kill them all, kill them all.
We could all be
He doesn't
captains of our own ship. Just
He doesn't want to face the wrath of the mask again.
I don't know. He's gonna definitely have to do some research on this mask.
Hmm.
I look back and Tatum's like foaming at the mouth, just like gibbering, like "Kill 'em all." We're like, "All right, man." Jeez.
I look over. Did Devin get hit? Did he get struck?
And you guys,
I'm gonna subconsciously, if I think I might be able to do this. I'm gonna subconsciously like disguise myself in a hood and a face mask, and not
What is
even
he
be the
doing?
same. Not even be the same species. Just like turn into a human
okay.
with a covered up like an assassin would be.
And as you do so, you guys hear Tatum say, and Tatum, you hear yourself say, but you don't you don't think about saying it. The words just come out of your mouth, and you're like, "Was that me?" You say, "With one hand I give."
Wesley, does he have a concussion?
I don't know. I'm trying
got
to
pink
heal
eye.
him.
No, Tatum.
I mean, with the other hand, he must have been taken twice.
I
And I'm gonna kind of
Cast,
say something similar to that out loud.
I cast that heal spell at Tatum.
Okay, 28.
Yeah.
Thank
You get some
thank you.
healing. So yeah, let's talk about the ship. What are you guys doing? And they have a grand total of 14 cannons for you to potentially plunder.
I think we're definitely going to take those.
We don't need all of those, do we?
Let's
As
take
many
a
as
few
we
of them,
can.
and then we like start just putting cannons
Take
on
all
top
of
of
them.
cannons, and we just like
Right.
start building weird rotating
Yeah.
Gatling can. I don't know, something. We're just end up with so many cannons. We just use the raw
Gatling canning.
materials to just like. We're gonna take
Yeah.
a few of them, so we can kind of fill out all angles.
Oh.
We leave them
have,
with
like,
the
2.5
oars to make
in
it
the
back
bow.
to shore, and that's all.
The shores. We leave them with the shores. The shore oars.
Yeah, we leave them
Oars
with
for-
oars to make it to shore, and that's it.
Right.
Hey, Dron, that 27's for you.
Oh, thanks.
So we currently have one cannon aft, one cannon bow, and 3 on the port side and 3 on the starboard.
How many
That's as
more
much
can
as
we
we can have, right?
reasonably fit?
No, you can have more than that.
Cannons on cannons. Huh?
I mean, I think like without worrying about weight issues, you could run 8 cannons on a side and 8 cannons on a broadside, and I'd say 2 or 3 fore and aft would be the max. So you might be able to put all these to use. I mean, you guys currently have 8 cannons. So if you have 8 cannons to a side, and then you do, that's 16, and then you do 2 and 2, that would be 20. Or if you did 3 and 3, that would be 22.
Minus the 8 we already have.
Right. So if you add 14 to the 8 you already have, that is 22 cannons.
So
Are any of
we-
these cannons
we
better
take-
than the ones we have? Like a +1 cannon?
No, they're all the same. There are better cannons out there, so like you do know there is the potential to upgrade. But yeah, these are just basically the same ones that you guys have.
Yeah.
How-
The amount of cannons now. We could, of course, y'all know, cash in some cannons for those +1 better cannons later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you can
know,
always swap
Jib.
them out.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah,
you think?
I think we take all 14, yeah.
We could just sell the ship also for cash and then upgrade our
Here, hold up. But we also have to be careful not to like overfish our waters if you catch my drift.
We take down the colors.
I think he's saying if we put too many cannons on our ship, our maneuverability goes down.
I'm just saying
that's what you meant.
No, I'm more
merchant. He goes out of business.
Right, and then that's one less
merchant
that we have to.
Victim. So nobody picked up on that analogy, guy.
I missed what you. What did you say, Chris?
What's that?
What I missed the. What was the analogy?
Whatever Chris said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm fine with taking all the cannons. I don't want to completely cripple them. I mean, obviously we're going to take their cargo, whatever gold they have. Also, how are we crew wise?
I believe we will. Do we have a number on that in the?
Yeah, how's morale?
I think morale's pretty good right now. I'm feeling good. I don't know about everybody else. And if the captain's feeling good, everybody's good.
Yeah, that's another one.
Ship's crew is at medium right now with 28.
Okay. So we've got room for more. So
half their level. Okay.
I'm gonna put the offer. We've got some space available if anybody would care to join our crew.
A winning crew.
If you want to join the winning team.
You could make a diplomacy check.
We only take winners though. So,
Chris.
All right.
Well, none of them won, Grib.
Dave,
we only put down
I'll
two of them.
aid.
That's a trick.
Yeah,
the others will have to join by
Aid
trial.
with a diplo.
I'll drink to that.
I was thinking aid with intimidation, but maybe Diplo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we only want willing crew members at this point.
So what do we do with those who don't want to join?
We let them go. No, we let them go. They'll get more crew members, more cargo, and we may come across them again. If we kill,
not keeping the ship?
Yeah, because we're gonna take their cannons, leave them with cardboard cutouts of cannons, so we'll know it's them next time we see them.
I mean,
well, just so they don't get attacked by another pirate afterwards.
We want to make it look
right.
Like they just
Well, I mean, they might be attacked by a paper ship. So.
I mean, obviously. What
were you gonna say, Chris? Sorry.
Go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say, I mean, if we want to add another ship to our fleet, I mean, I'm fine with that as well. I say we drop, anybody that doesn't want to stay, any crew that doesn't want to stay as part of this ship, as part of a pirate fleet, we can drop them off at a port somewhere.
Yeah.
Or
I don't want to add the ship. I want to sell the ship for coin.
Or kill them all.
Leans
A
over
lot of
to
coin.
Bromir and goes like,
If we leave the ship with the captain, though, again, we may come across them again, and probably next time they won't fight us hard, and we can just take our tribute. That's my thought.
Captain, the seas are mighty big. The odds of us finding them again, pretty small.
What if we kind of gift the ship?
And they may also.
Oh, hold on, Chris. What Bosco you been trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh, because just gonna think everybody's going back and forth of like, we let them live, we kill them all, we hire the good ones, but there aren't any good ones, so we can't hire them. And he's gonna like, what if we gift the ship and crew? Wouldn't you think the circus would enjoy their own ship? Maybe give them this with like a couple of cannon, something for them to make their own way. They wouldn't be so landlocked.
Chris, what if we just give this ship to the crew?
Who is Chris?
For the circus.
Who? Who is this Chris you are talking? Captain.
Captain.
Captain,
my captain.
Acting captain.
Acting captain.
Acting
thespian.
I'm not opposed to this idea. I think that is a rather fine plan.
That's a good idea, Bosco.
So
Yeah,
if
yes.
So basically, anybody that doesn't join us, we can't have them go into port with us. So we're gonna.
Why
kill them?
not? What are we gonna do? What are they gonna do? Turn us over to the authorities?
Hey, pirate
the
authorities,
shackles?
they were pirating.
They were
I
mean
mean,
to us.
You know,
Well, I mean, you
You
have to
know.
worry about a potential mutiny because they do have a lot of numbers. But with your 27 Diplo check, I think probably about half of their number would willingly join you. So probably about 20 crew will join you, and that leaves about 20 that are not willing to join. Or the
Okay.
ship does have dinghies. You know, if you wanted to just drop them on dinghies and with a couple of oars for shores, the shores, if you will.
sure.
Yeah.
The
Um,
shores.
That's the walk of shame.
You
The oar of
could
shame.
Or
the row
do
of
that.
shame.
You're not far from land. I mean, it's, you know, you're close to land, so.
we could propose to the captain
Or
once he's
Marriage?
No, once he's awake. This is not your ship anymore. It is mine. It is ours. We are going to gift it to someone else. Whether or not you're still captain of that ship or your next owners is up to you.
That might work. I mean,
I
what's to
wanna-
say they don't just run as soon as they get...
That's exactly.
Oh,
What-
no,
yeah,
no,
are
no,
they
no.
even gonna-
Because we're going to leave. We're going to leave half the officers on this ship
Wait,
until we
Well, I
get
mean, if
back. Until
You're
we
talking
get
about
back.
giving it to the circus, right, though?
Yes.
With him
Right.
as captain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
how
was
do
thinking...
we trust them to stay after we give them the tip to the circus?
Right, yeah.
Because
That
if
was
we
my
don't,
Because
I'm gonna-
there's
we
not.
just take
There's
their
not.
shit and give them the oar of shame. You know.
because
There's
if they don't, I'm gonna
not.
kill them.
There's not a wave that they
Well-
will be able to hide behind if they double cross us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. There's
So
no
terrorism?
telling what they'll do, but I mean, if that's what you guys want to do, you are absolutely free to do that.
Unless
give them the word
unless we
shame.
know, unless we absolutely know that the circus members know how to sail a ship. That's my only concern. That they're
I
they're
don't
in the
think
circus.
They do they? Would I know that?
There's
So
probably at
there
least
would have
one
to
or
be-
two that are competent sailors, but they're not professional sailors.
Hmm.
I'll just have to stay behind with the circus.
Whoa.
I don't know how to sail a
Whoa,
ship either.
Bromir.
Uh-uh.
Bromir, you're a valuable
behind
member.
I'll be the
I
blind.
mean, they could find somebody to sail the ship. I mean,
Yeah, but that
I-
costs
money.
money, and that's the whole point.
Well, it's still gonna. I
mean-
mean, they still have to pay whatever crew stays on, regardless. Hopefully, after this little escapade, we'll be able to get them out from under Vane Keats.
Yeah.
The crew that was on here that we just took the boat from, were they hired crew or were they part of this whole other captains?
Their ship, or were they just leasing
The
it?
one, yeah,
You mean this ship right here?
the one that we just took.
Yeah, they're just crew on like a merchant vessel. They're not related at all to.
Okay, so they're
Anything.
just like as if we went to port and we hired a crew, kind of
Right.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so they're just working for coin anyway, so they could work
Right.
for
Yeah.
the
Like
circus.
They don't
just
care
as
who
easy.
their master is as long
Yeah.
as the coin
I mean,
is
like
good.
I said,
Master.
20 of them were willing to
Captain.
join your crew right now.
Yeah.
20 of them declined the offer.
Okay.
So,
Would
if you
that-
wanted to take the 20 who agreed to join you and transfer them to the ship, and then give them
Well-
to the circus, they may be more amenable to that. But
What about the 20 that didn't want to join us? Would they rather be
Probably
part of the
shoot
crew
'em,
with
I
the
think.
circus?
Exactly what he just said.
shoot them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're gonna kill them because we can't
No,
trust them.
no.
Yeah,
We're gonna give
put 'em
them
on
the
the game.
option if they want to find new work when we get to port. That's fine. Pirating's not for everybody. Circusing is not for everybody.
I'm starting to think pirating's not for you, Captain. You're going soft.
Oh,
Taven's a little
Well-
fucked up in the head right now.
Yeah. And I feel like Wesley's starting to see the signs. If you're ready to challenge.
Not yet, because
Okay.
I'm just fucked up in the head. Yeah.
Because
Step up to the plate if you want to swing.
Yeah.
And as you're
Because here's the thing.
having this conflict with the captain, Tavam, you get that feeling again of like, we operate from the shadows, not direct confrontation.
A deal's a deal.
With that, I will definitely back down because I'm doing whatever this thing tells me basically right now. Because it hurts.
Try not to suffer the wrath.
Yeah, try not to suffer the wrath. So I'll back down.
I'd like to take a very, very close look at Tavam. Like, something's going wrong.
Really close.
He keeps getting really gaunt. Something's not going on.
Give me a religion check. What knowledge skills does
Sailing, skeletons, undead, spirits.
sailing? Oh, you're trained in religion.
I am trained in religion.
That is probably your most applicable here. So yeah, I'd do a religion check.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you suspect that Tavam is cursed from something, like, and you've even now that you've been around him a lot, or a while since this has all kind of happened. You notice when you get close to him, there's almost this aura of unease, like when you're nearby him, there's just something unsettling about his presence. And then as soon as you get away from him, it goes away, and then you come back and boom, it's there. So you're starting to kind of put it together. There's something very off, and it seems to have started when he donned the mask, and you kind of realize that he's never taken it off, but you don't know where it is.
He's masking his emotions.
Oh, he's masking.
Yeah.
Hadron's vote is to take the extra loot and crew and leave the rest with the oars of shame. Okay.
We haven't even searched the boat yet. What's on the boat?
Let's start with what we know, right? Which is you're definitely going to transfer most of the cannons. Are you going to transfer all the cannons?
If we can hold them all, I say we
use
take them all. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take 14 cannons. B. Will, if you wouldn't mind updating the ship sheet, you're going to have 3 fore, 3 aft, 8, and 8 on either side. So you guys are now running a full complement of cannons on the flute. This is basically the most that this vessel
How many extra do we have?
can run. You have 0 extra. You're using all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
It was an exact count. So the target ship has no cannons left. Let's talk about loot. Grib, you said we haven't searched the ship yet, right? That was you.
I'd love to search the ship, yeah.
Everybody who wants to search the ship, give me some search the ship checks. That's
Perception?
gonna be
athletics.
Yeah, it's perception or athletics. No, just perception.
No.
I actually was about to click roll.
I am going to search the ship, but I had to refresh it.
That's getting late.
No.
I need a hero.
Yeah.
All y'all's dice
There
are
we
the
go.
exact same.
Yeah,
Not mine.
classic.
Not mine.
Oh wait, did my sound just turn off?
Default dice have themselves.
Oh, 19.
I think my battery died.
I'm trying to roll perception.
Quick, talk shit about Ted while his headphone's dead.
Quickly. Just make sure it's good.
That's Hat talking shit. Nice.
Right under his monitor or something. He still hears us. I'm like, wow.
Testing.
Yeah.
You've
Hello?
definitely been tested.
Still nothing.
Testes?
Did you hit the volume button on your headset by accident?
Did you mute it? You mute yourself.
You're saying this like he can hear you, Luke.
I know, I was about to check. Yeah. That's what I did earlier. I was like, why can't I hear you? Oh, wait, hold on.
I mean, that's what it sounds like when Hef talks, right?
Travis, it's really rude. You're not answering me. Did you do that?
There we go.
Hey. You muted your headphones, didn't you?
What did I miss? No, they just cut off, and then I turned them back on, and then they didn't work, and I turned them off and turned them back on, and then they work.
We were giving you advice. I don't know why
Yeah.
you didn't follow it.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, please repeat that advice.
Just
Turn
watch
them
the
off and back on
VOD.
again.
Just watch the VOD.
Oh
I
my
did it. I did it.
All right. Anyway,
Okay, so the searching of the ship, Heh and Bromir pulled out some really solid checks here. So we're gonna roll on a hot table in addition to a couple other things. So let's see what we do here.
Pablo.
A lifting belt
Wow.
is found.
Oh,
The
And I
hot
just
pole
bought one too.
I'm wearing one.
and a
Thurible
thurible of revelation lesson.
Oh, I think that's mine.
Additionally, because you guys, let's see, the 31 was a critical success. So I'm gonna add 2 extra dice to this roll for just general loot value.
Wow.
What was that?
212. That was an abysmally low roll on 7100.
Holy smokes, we got screwed.
But
There was a
212,
1. There was a 1 in there.
a 1 on a D100, and an 8 and a 9. Wow. They were all under half except for 55 and 61.
Can we
Which were
roll
just
again?
Just
I mean,
barely.
We all
fun,
hero
sure.
point that.
Yeah.
Can you hero point?
Oh my gosh, it's the same number almost. Is it
What?
broken?
No one's
Yeah,
the same number.
Let's see if it
Rigged.
happens one more time. That's
Still
still
a
pretty
little
low.
better.
Wow, that's
Still
crazy.
under
Almost
average.
the same number.
So are we
Yeah.
still just taking the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the first one. I'll do 12. I'm just going to do one more to see if we can break 50%.
What the
I
hell?
think that's over 50, right? No. No.
No,
I-
no.
Oh, yeah,
Where?
350 is.
350, yeah.
Well, it's a little more than 350 because 7 is the minimum, not 1. But yeah, it'd be like,
Oh, true.
353 or whatever.
Yeah.
That was close. But okay, 212 gold in loot. I mean, I don't think there's any chance you guys don't like, because that's basically the value of the cargo that you find. But you're not, I think you're fine to sell that. So let's just call that gold for now, and you don't have to worry about hawking this particular cargo.
Easy peasy.
So in the future, we'll still hawk some cargo when it is relevant.
Just put like cargo 212.
What's that?
Cargo
Just do gold. He said just do gold. Just do gold.
Yeah, just do gold.
Yeah, I had
Oh,
a
so we don't have to
212.
worry about selling it? Okay.
No, yeah. I'm saying we can just transfer straight to gold. Because as
Oh,
soon as you
nice.
guys
Okay.
hit town, I'm saying you can easily convert it.
Okay.
Yeah, I put 212 in the party stash.
Okay. Good. Okay.
anybody-
Awesome.
Did anybody take those 2 items?
The lifting belt and the thurible of revelation.
The thurible of
Hey, Chris.
revelation.
Chris wanted
uh,
the thurible, I think.
Okay.
I mean,
Keep
unless
in
anybody
mind-
else is
take the
focusing.
lifting
Sorry,
belt.
Dom.
No, I'm just saying keep in mind that the thurible is held in one hand for you to use it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it gives you a bonus on religion checks.
Right. As long as
You gotta
you're
hold it in
holding
one
it.
hand.
Yeah.
If y'all are taking it, fine. If not, I was just going to put them in the parties.
I'll go ahead and take it. I'll take it.
Who's taking that lifting belt, and why is it Heh? Because he also uses athletics.
Right. I think it's has the only one that doesn't have one
Actually,
yet.
you know, I would like to give Heb my lifting belt, and I want this one.
Wow, that is mighty fine of you. Incredible. Svalder like hands you a beat up used lifting belt, and he
It's
just,
not even beat up. I just bought
This
it.
one-
Walk up,
This
Just bought it.
Take his belt off and then hand it to you.
Gently
And
used,
just
okay.
takes his own.
It's got his name
Gently.
scratched on the inside already.
Falder was
And the
here.
new one,
Yeah.
the new one looks like the World Wrestling Championship belt.
You got a
Yeah.
belt buckle with a pair of lips.
All right.
Still has some like earth crust that's like stuck on it.
So you guys have
Earth
looted
crust.
this boat. The only question that remains is what are you doing with the crew and the boat itself? As I said, you split the crew down the middle. 20 are willing to join you. 20 are not willing to join you. And then what are you going to do with the ship itself?
I like the idea of giving it to the circus, but at the same time, we got to make sure that they're out from underneath what's his name's contract
Captain
first.
Keith.
I think Captain Keith's.
So we just take it back to shore with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you
Grounded.
can just like take it back to Hell Harbor and dock it for a while. You have to pay Donald Smith for your docking fees.
I think the docking
Accent
fees
changed.
were cheaper at the port that they're in. And
Chalk Harbor? Yeah, I don't think there were any docking fees there.
Yeah, I think we take that boat to Chalk Harbor, and
It's on the way, right? Because we're going around to get because it's Chalk
It's not
Harbor and then
exactly
Hell
on the way, but it's not far out of the way.
Harbor? Okay.
So we'd
know,
still be
this
able to
boat-
make it back to Hell Harbor in time for Head to collect his bounty.
Well, the
I
head
mean, if
get
it's
too
on the
road.
way, like he could just drop me off.
So-
we all go.
So if you guys look at the map here, basically,
yeah.
if you recall, Chalk Harbor is like right over here. You guys are kind of so on this day you would be up about here. So you're really close to both of them already.
So did we
Um,
transfer those cannons while we're out in the sea?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You just pull them.
So
over.
okay,
I mean,
so that
it
boat's
would've
gonna be
taken some
quicker than
time.
ours. Yeah.
It would have taken some time, but a few hours probably.
But we can start heading towards Chalk Harbor while we're doing that.
I mean, probably not.
Some
but
while? No,
afterwards.
not
Maybe
while.
a little.
Maybe after that. Right after.
How do you do that while
Okay.
we're sailing?
Hey, throw me that
Well, they
cannon,
both
Joe.
have sails. We're going in the same
Sweet
direction.
crane
We're
arm that we
lashed
put on there.
together. Okay.
It feels
Anyway.
like you could definitely make it. I mean, you do have enough time. Like, assuming nothing
Okay.
terrible happens, you do have time to go to Chalk Harbor and then go to Hell Harbor and still be in time for the 7-day cutoff.
Yeah. That works.
Because this was basically just a 1 extra day kind of jaunt to do this hunt, and then just adds like an extra half day or maybe a day to go to Chalk Harbor and then Hell Harbor. So
I'm thinking the 20 that volunteered, we leave them on the ship because I think they'll be more willing to work
Sign
with us.
up with
Yeah.
others.
Yeah,
the 20 who did not volunteer, do you put in dinghies? Do you keep them on your ship until you make sure? What do you do?
I guess
Throw
our
'em
ship
in the
so we
water?
can watch them.
I mean, we all know what Taven wants to do with them, so I'm not going to be in part with that decision.
I mean,
But because if we do it that way, then
They've been
I would say ask the 20 that's over there. All right, who's been sailing the longest? Who's been got the most experience here? Find out which one. He's first mate, and the leader
Okay.
of the circus would be captain.
Okay.
Yeah. Captain.
Okay. Yeah, well, we can say you guys do that.
If
The
everybody's
20
in agreement with it.
the 20 that didn't agree to join the crew. We will relieve them of their duties, drop them off at Chalk Harbor, and they'll have to find their way from there.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
And hopefully word will spread. Don't mess with this ship. Don't mess with the Wayward Son.
Did
The Dread Pirate Captain Wesley.
The Dread Pirate Wesley.
I know we already did loot, but did that ship also have rations on it?
Yeah, it would have had some. Which we haven't really been tracking it that much recently because you guys have had pretty good access to food.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
But yeah, I mean, I think we'll just say like you would have taken some of the rations to just top up, and then you guys are generally good. I think for generally speaking, like unless you guys are going to go on a multi-month voyage, we're not going to worry about rations too much.
That works.
So yeah, okay. So you guys go to Chalk Harbor, you drop off the ship, you drop off those other crew members who are goofy. And then remind me, Chris, are you keeping the 20 who wanted to join you, or are you leaving them with the ship to serve as the crew? Was that?
I think the idea was to leave them as crew.
Okay. All right.
For the circus ship.
So yeah, you leave
and
them
then
there.
we'll get
linked
word
up with Trandel Califax. Bromir, did you want to talk to anybody in the circus while you're here, or are you just kind of doing business for now?
I'd probably talk to them. I'd probably, I'm sure that we would all drop the ship off and
Yeah,
let
you're all
Jalapax
there
know
for
what's
sure.
going on.
Yeah.
Oh, you just mean me personally?
Yeah, like, did you want to do anything special with them or anything, or just kind of the regular? What we're going to take care of this, that kind of thing.
So they still have to go. We still have to finish what we were going to do, right? We were going to get them out of the contract, or did we do that with Longbeard?
Yeah, at this point, you're still under the contract. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll still.
You guys haven't
like,
resolved this issue yet.
Yeah. All right. I'll be like, I tend to see them again, so it's business as usual.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're not doing great, but they're getting by. But obviously, like, Chalk Harbor's even smaller than Drenchport, so it's pretty rough going. Bebo, what were you saying?
There's one more thing I want to ask before I drop off here. The 492 treasure from Blackbeard, we're selling that for half price.
Longbeard.
No, that's full. That's full value.
Full value. Okay,
Ooh,
I'm gonna convert that to gold and put it in the stash, and then I'm probably gonna drop.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what you do under your mask possession when you get back next time.
Okay. Remember, it's not me; it's the mask.
Awesome. Thanks, Be Well.
You're welcome.
Have a good
So yeah,
night,
you
dude.
guys
Be well.
Well,
Drive safe.
Yeah.
don't have too much fun.
Or
Or do have that much fun.
Or
do. Yeah.
Or do.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rest of you guys make your way to Hell Harbor after dropping off. And I'm assuming you're gonna make a beeline with presumably a head in like a bag or something, not just carrying it by the
it's
hair.
definitely in a bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I mean, a place like Hell Harbor, you still can't go walk around with a severed head.
right.
just
It's
over
not a good
there.
look. It's not a good look.
Yeah.
But you do want to stay ahead of the game.
Oh, I'm definitely ahead of everything.
Is there a brothel in Hell Harbor?
Wait a minute now.
Easy.
That's a yes on all counts.
I like where your head's at.
Okay. So you are heading to your contact, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. So you head downtown into the little merchant shop, where you meet with Killian Kirby, the half-elf male. In the past, he's given you the Quicksilver mutagens and good payment. I believe you were promised.
Oh, hold on. I'm not going to show the head yet. I'm showing up to ask for supplies.
Okay.
Because we told him we were going to scout it out, come back and ask for supplies.
That's true, you did.
Ah.
How much did he promise to pay you for this job?
100.
100?
100 platinum? Wow.
Yeah, right.
100 Electrum.
Oh God.
It's funny money. Yeah, I'll totally pay you 100 Electrum. But he had 10,000 Electrum.
Make it a million.
Okay, yeah, you come in to ask about supplies, and he's like, as you come in, he sort of scans the room, makes sure nobody else is in there, walks to the door, kind of like looks outside, flips something to indicate the shop is closed. What can I do for you?
I'll have a little list of written down, the usual things like ropes, maybe some
Needle and thread.
Yeah, throwing knives, some poisons, just the normal accoutrement for assassins that.
I think it's funny the idea of walking around with a deck of images and pictures. He's just shuffles them up.
I can write stuff down. But yeah, no, I do have my flashcards of bullshit, fuck you off.
Did you say duck?
Duh.
Oh,
Duh.
You gotta have that duck.
So are you just wanting to sell whatever he gives to you, or are you wanting to ask for something in particular?
Oh, what would be... I know I was talking about those sleeping potions. I didn't know if there was such a thing.
You could do a crafting check, or Do you have like a lore related to this kind of stuff? Let me see what you got.
No. I mean, I've got thievery and stealth, but those don't really.
Yeah, you just don't really have anything that works super well here.
No, I just came across this unnaturally.
Yeah, make a religion check.
That worked out well last time.
Okay, it's not exactly the most relevant skill, so there is a higher DC here, but you are aware of there's a poison called lethargy poison, which is a level 2 poison, so kind of weak now for what you guys do, but it does tend to make a target fall asleep, so that's in line with what you're thinking about. And then there's also a stupor poison, which is a level 7 poison that can also make a target fall asleep.
I would definitely want something that's nice and strong.
And then there's also a knockout dram. So lethargy and stupor are both injury poisons, so you would like put it on, say, a blade or something like that to injure a target, and then it would go into their system, where knockout dram is a consumable ingested poison.
Yeah.
So you would need to put it in somebody's drink or something like that to get it to work.
I am pretty fucking sneaky for.
So about ingested poisons.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's used as a suppository?
Oh, then it just has a much faster activation time.
Okay, so is that like half of the?
No, like a tenth of the time. If you boof the poison, like it's super fast.
Just trying to remember the slang word for it instead of butt chug.
Yeah, but no. Travis came off the word very quickly.
I was like,
You're not talking about boofing all the time. What are you talking about? And whenever we play DDO, I'm like, bro, hit me with them hot boofs.
Yeah. So I'll probably ask about the not so much the lethargy one, but the drinkable one sounds really interesting. Because I'm not much with blades, so I don't know how much if I can put it on my knuckles and punch somebody hard enough, but I feel like that might damage me.
I mean, I think they're like you can get knuckle-based weapons that I think do poison, piercing or slashing. Dom, is that right?
I can't use weapons.
Well, I mean, they're like it's an unarmed attack still, but it's
what?
Right? Is that right? I think that's right.
I don't know off the top of my head about it being an unarmed strike. I know that there's the gauntlet thing, but that's a simpler martial weapon.
Which I can use, but I'm more worried that like my animal
dealing.
Yeah. I can't use weapons. It is strictly unarmed.
Yeah. Oh, like that's an
animal
or
instinct.
something.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you can't use weapons at all?
Because like, I guess
What is
like
it?
spike
Ape
gauntlets
instinct.
still
What is
classified as weapons instead of
the
like
anthem
armor,
of ape?
just accentuate an unarmed attack, but like I don't know
it
any
is
like brass knuckles
grabbing
or
my
anything that
knuckles is all.
aren't counted as weapons.
Each instinct lists anathema. So your anathema is flagrantly disrespecting an animal of your chosen kind and using weapons while raging. So you can use weapons, just not while you're raging.
Yes.
That is interesting. I did not realize that.
Yeah. Which is why I never used the dagger or anything. I just threw it away.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, and
so
while
I don't
raging,
know if the knuckles would count as a weapon. Because I know obviously wrapping some strips of cloth around my hand, that obviously can't be a weapon.
Right.
But
I think they do still count as a weapon. Like the knuckle dusters and stuff like that, those are considered weapons.
Yeah. So
and
not
while,
so much.
while raging, you can't, or you can use like agile or finesse weapons, but you don't get the full damage bonus.
No. But I mean, when you think about it, I guess like if you wanted to stab somebody with the intent of making them go to sleep, would you be raging? Like maybe you're out there being stealthy because your anathema is using weapons while you're raging. So if you're not doing that, maybe you could use Blackfinger to, just apply a poison or something like that.
I still need Blackfinger 2 as an item.
Oh, I do have it in there.
Okay.
Did I not? I think it's visible on items, but yeah, I can drag it to your sheet.
Yeah, I don't have that. Well, then I'll probably ask about not the lethargy, but the stupor one, because you said that was a stab, and then I'll probably ask about the imbibing.
Okay. You can tell like he's kind of raises an eyebrow at these requests, and he's like, and you're gonna use these to take out Longbeard, is that right? Give me a deception check.
Huh?
Give me a deception.
I'll probably like knock my head yes, and then for other upcoming ones. I mean,
in general.
We're yeah. I don't need.
Go ahead and give me a deception check though. Still.
Okay.
Oh, he's just gonna walk out the door, walk right back in ahead. Already gone.
Can I do deception? Can I do intimidation?
Quest complete.
It's gonna have to be deception, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
yeah, we're not doing that one.
Well,
how very fitting.
No. Well,
so you're like, yeah, I'm gonna use it for Longbeard and some other jobs. Maybe some other jobs. Of course, you're doing hand signs, not verbalizing.
You actually wrote it down.
Right, he wrote it, and
he just does a strike through.
Strikes through it.
Yeah, doesn't even erase it. Just strikes through.
Just one strike through, so you can actually still read it.
You can see Killian, like, he kind of raises an eyebrow. You see he licks his lips a little bit. And he turns around and he goes back into a cupboard. And he comes out with 4 vials. And he puts down 2 and 2. And it's 2 stupors and 2 knockout drams.
Bromir.
And he's like, I don't mind being lied to. I get lied to every day. It's part of my job. As long as you're using these for the company, that's what matters. And I do think you're going to use them for the company. Am I wrong in that?
Check
he
my
kind
head.
of he kind of pushes them across to the other side of the counter, so they're closer to you.
I find it funny. He just
He's
says,
being trusting with me. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll pop the head on the table and push it towards him.
And he busts out laughing. You son of a bitch. All right. He goes back into a different room and comes back out with a sack of coin, 100 gold pieces, drops it on the counter. Guarantee there's going to be more work coming up soon. So far, you've been doing great. Are you interested in more? The stakes go up from here. Yeah? Okay. We'll be in touch. If you're in town within the next few days, we'll be in touch. You're on the Wayward Sun, right? All right.
Grab my coins and my wares, and I'm out.
Go ahead and add that 100G to your personal stash, unless you want to share it. And
no, cancel.
Let me grab those. I can get these guys from the compendium. So you got Stupor. That's the best Eerie. Stupor. There we go. So Stupor is the ingestible. That's the one. The ingestible, and then. Or sorry, no. Stupor was the Sorry, stupor was
the
injury.
Poison, yeah.
And knockout dram is the ingestible. So you have 2 of each of those.
Gotcha. Lovely.
Anybody else do anything in Hell Harbor while He is doing this stuff?
Oh, Bosco wants to go back because he picked up a formula for the bolo shot ammunition type. He wanted to go back to that similar arms, blacksmith, gunsmith type armor, and see if he had a type of formula for or a type of ammunition. Because after the discussion about taking out the rudder, whether it was by way of amulet of fireball or like just driving amulet, excuse me, amulet, or just driving by just close enough to like wing them. No,
you got to get a hell of an angle to wing the enemy rudder.
Like,
that's why I was thinking more of a Navy SEAL operation.
Yeah,
exactly. Like whether it's we're going in ourselves or sending just lucky chosen crew members, he's gonna go and ask like, is there a type of ammunition we shot and then exploded underwater? And because I found it just before session, there's a level 5 ammunition called depth charge that you can fire. It has an icon for an arrow, but yeah, I was gonna see about if it means like adjusting one of the cannons to be like a harpoon gun or something like that, then that'd be something to consider. But yeah, have that conversation with him. Like, have you thought about a thing that does this? Have you heard about that? And if he has a formula for it, want to just spend the day brainstorming with a guy or girl, whoever works at this particular blacksmith, and write up a formula for it, bring back to the ship. Because yeah, doing research on the bolo shot, and then that conversation would be like, that'd be so much easier. Just point the cannon down and just shoot it. Why send somebody when you can send a cannonball?
Yeah, you find a shop in town called Hal's Hell Halberds. They specialize in halberds, but they do a lot of work with other stuff, a lot of type of munitions. And Hal is happy to work with you on a depth charge shot. He basically he has an idea for sort of a magical ammunition that will, you fire it out and then it drops down, so it sort of uses the power of the cannon to empower the shot, but then the magic kind of takes over the targeting, so you could kind of fire under the water.
Gotcha.
To potentially either do more damage to a hull or target something specific like a rudder, potentially. But yeah, like if your goal was specifically to sink a ship, hitting it under the water line is going to be the fastest way.
True. Or something like this ammunition could be kind of scaled up for deck weapons and then scaled down for individual weapons. Like we saw some creatures of certain nautical variety swimming along the ship, and we're trying to escape and shooting down into the water, not sacrificing any level of damage output going into the water, things like that. So yeah.
Well, yeah. So I mean, like the depth charge ammunition itself is pretty well explored. Like if you wanted to get the ammunition for your gun, he's like, oh yeah, I actually sell some of those.
Nice.
But if you wanted to retrofit some shot for your cannons, I'd be happy to explore that too. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before.
Wonderful. Yes, I would love to. Get a formula if you're willing to share, if you have it for sale for the personal kind of shot, as well as work with you on scaling that further for deck guns. And yeah, whether kind of open up like spending more time with Hal about doing this, and then draw up a formula for specifically the deck cannons, or
Yeah, he kind of like, he's like, yeah, so for a formula for a depth charge, yeah, I could get you one of those for 8 gold pieces. I've got a few back here already written up. It's not an uncommon ask around here. Okay. But if you want to work on this shot, and he pulls out a fresh big piece of like architect paper, like a huge, and he's like, he starts drawing some stuff, and he's like, I think we could really dive into this if you'd like. Okay. And he just, I imagine we kind of break from that scene with you guys like, head down, writing on this sheet of paper, coming up with this formula. Which, give me a crafting check, okay, to see how you do with him.
Okay, right.
Did you want to go ahead and buy the formula for the depth charge for 8 GP?
Yes, I have enough for that.
Yeah, go ahead and mark that down then.
And then a 24 for
24. So I'd say after the first, like, you spend, you guys get into town maybe about midday, I want to say, and so you spend kind of the rest of the daylight hours working on this formula for the shot, and you think you have it pretty good. You feel like it's going to work. Maybe not the best version of it. Like, it probably could be improved upon, but you do think you have a working formula for depth charge used from a cannon shot.
Hold on.
So I need to figure out, I don't know how much it's going to cost you to make depth charge as a cannon shot, but I think basically what it's going to do is add an extra die, an extra +1 damage to each cannon that you fire when you're targeting the hull, basically. If you're doing a hull target with your cannons and you use depth shot, you'll get +1 damage on each cannon.
That'd be great. Yeah, because I was before session, and I meant to get back to you in between sessions about this, but I was mathing out the crafting time for, because bolo shot being special, it's not counted as regular ammunition that you can batch together. It's bought like in bundles of like 10 or 20 shot. It being unique, they're sold one by one. I know you can batch craft up to 4 consumables per crafting session, but I didn't have enough money personally to do, because if it was like, if batch crafting is, because it's 25 per bola shot, so half of that would be 12 gold pieces, 5 silver, as the materials up front would be 12 and a half gold pieces per of that 4 in that batch, by the way.
Yeah. You're talking about for the depth charge shot?
Yeah, those cost the same. Yeah, they're both 25 per unique ammo shot. So so yeah, I was gonna look at crafting enough or getting enough supplies and everything to craft and go from there. But counting the depth charge for the cannons as magical and not alchemical, then yeah, I won't be able to use those other supplies we got, but I'll figure something out. But great.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be. I think the alchemical stuff would work for that too, for sure.
Okay. Hold on, it was.
Anybody else wanting to do anything in Hell Harbor?
We probably should go ahead and split up the money once we've sold everything.
Split up the party.
I thought you were going to say
I think we should split the party.
Yeah. 2 boats, 2 crew.
Party before venturing forth.
All right.
I'm going to take a quick jaunt to the facility.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
And we'll, give you guys a few minutes to think about if you want to do anything in Hell Harbor. We'll be wrapping this up soon-ish, regardless. But if you want to get any last actions in, we'll do that. Quick aside, have you guys had a chance to check out that hot quest log yet?
I looked at it, yeah.
Take a peek at it.
If you, excuse me, if you think of any quests that are not represented there, that you think I should add, be sure to let me know. We've got a few obvious ones, some that maybe have fallen by the wayside, such as visiting the families of the fallen.
Yeah.
Healing Brother Thomas before it's too late.
I think, don't we still have to go chase down the constellation?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Add a quest. We'll call it maybe retake the constellation.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or lay it
Last
to its
time-
final rest.
Yeah. Last time you saw the constellation, this reminds me of my my team planning meetings. Me typing things and reading what I'm typing at the same time. It was being piloted by a powerful daytime wraith.
I mean, we've gained 2 levels since then. I think we might be a match.
Yeah.
We could go back to that cave where those animals were. One of our first encounters.
I think we got to go back up to Maelstrom for that.
Yeah, you're talking about back to the dude.
It's still.
I'm gonna give you a hero point for remembering that, Grizz. You're talking about like the very first night we played this game.
First night we played.
Yep. You guys were like, "We're coming back to this," and inside I was thinking in my head, "They're never coming back to this."
What was it? Was it get?
It was. Remember, it was Frozen Hands, like Stash Island, basically.
Basically, yeah.
There was that.
It was
cave
the
that had
Akata, yeah.
Akata.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Yep. And you guys were like, "We wiped on these bastards once already. We're not doing it again."
We sure did.
We almost talked. Yep.
Yep. I almost TPK'd 2 different parties with the same creature, but you didn't let me do it.
2 for 2.
Yep.
Every dream's dream.
That's right. Okay, so you guys are in Hell Harbor. You know, I assume like as you get in, some of it is like selling the cargo. We already, cashed that out to gold, but just kind of hand waving some RP as far as going around town, meeting with merchants, some of whom you've worked with in the past at this point, because you have spent a few weeks in Hell Harbor, downtime here. Is anybody buying anything in particular or doing anything else in particular while you're in town? If you don't forget, of course, you had a loose deal with Aranax and Demian that if Longbeard went missing, you might be in a position to become the new governors of Mesdrubal, but you're still in contention with with Vane Keats there.
What's the word around town about?
Yeah, that would be an interesting.
Yeah, if you're just kind of like keeping an ear to the ground, are you guys willing to wait a few days? I mean, it would probably take a few days for news to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what did we do with that? Sorry, way off topic. Did we ever? Who wanted to roll against that invisibility rune?
Oh, right, yeah. Have wanted the invisibility rune. Did anybody else want that?
Bosco or Monty.
Could I swap my armor to this Adept Weave armor?
If you want to buy some, yeah, sure. It's definitely available.
I just need to get my rune swapped over to it is all.
Okay. Once you buy that, you do want to roll on the invisibility rune?
Oh no,
okay.
Just for future stuff, because
Yeah, definitely you can buy it, and then if Swing is willing to move your runes around for super cheap, it's 10%, right, to transfer?
Yeah, so 16 gold for the armor rune.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was gonna think was like if I pick up a couple just blank rune stones for that type of activity to like strip those off, you go sell off the armor, trade it for the other one, and then come back to the ship and we put those runes back on. Been great. How much are just blank rune stones? Are they like
I think they're pretty
silver?
cheap.
Like
It is 3 gold.
3 gold. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty cheap.
So knowing we're good with the invisibility rune,
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Yeah.
well, then
no,
I'd like to put that invisibility rune on my hide armor.
So yeah, that'll be, you'll need to pay 10% of the cost of the invis rune to have it transferred,
Okay.
assuming Swing is willing to do the transfer.
Yeah.
Excuse
How
me,
much? How much?
Bosco.
Bosco.
What's that?
Do I pay the gold to Bosco, or do I just lose the gold as like a?
Yeah, the gold. I mean, you would give the gold to
Evaporated
Bosco, and then
tax.
he would pay it to.
Okay.
It's like materials used.
Have we just
Gotcha.
have we
Yeah.
we haven't dispersed the funds yet?
I was just
Or
curious about that.
Are you wanting me to do that? Is that what? Am I the
I
whole?
figured it would
idea?
be like an easy.
I mean,
Maybe, you
do I have the
Do I need
authority
to do
to?
Did we might have? We probably said this last time, and I don't remember. But the invisibility rune can only be etched on light armor, and hide armor is medium armor.
That's
Just
true.
as a heads up.
Oh,
Yeah, are you wearing hide armor there?
I am wearing hide armor.
It does help you with your stealth, that's for sure.
Right.
Love that. Classic joke.
Hmm.
Classic.
It can only be put on armor.
No, it can only be put on light armor.
Light armor.
Yeah.
I mean, there like isn't studded leather like hide? No, it's not quite. Is there a +3 AC bonus light armor?
I don't think so. I think it's +2 is the highest with the
What is-
three decks.
What is has? Well, Dex has a 3 Dex. Yeah, so you could actually have, if you wanted to, you could switch to studded leather armor. You'd have the same AC, and then it's a light armor, so you could put the invisibility rune on it. Because your Dex is a +3.
Oh, I'm actually
You're-
losing out because I've
The
got
hide
the dex
caps you
modifier
at
on the
2.
hide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Could
can
I
go
get
down to
a
studded leather.
+1 hide, a +1 studded, and then put that on it?
Well, you could just buy studded and then transfer the +1.
Oh, so then I would buy the studded, transfer
Pay
that
for the
I'm
transfer
assuming
cost.
That would cost another 10. And
10% of whatever the armor potency rune.
Gotcha.
Which what's that? That's like 60 total, so like 6 GP for the transfer.
So 6 and 10. So yeah. Okay. Well, then I think that's what I'd like to spend some time doing.
Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, I would say the studded leather itself is just 3 gold, so make sure you take that into account.
So 3 gold, 6 gold, 10 gold. So
3,
19.
6. Is the invisibility 100? Is that where you're getting the
it's
10?
500.
And invisibility is 500.
It's 500?
But it's a level 8 rune.
Wow, that's huge. So yeah, it's 50 gold to transfer
Okay.
the invisibility rune.
Still waiting on that
53, 6,
disbursement.
so 59 gold.
Yeah.
What
Sounds
kind of
good.
armor was it on again? Was it just normal leather armor?
The invisibility rune?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you're
Because
asking.
I'm assuming we're transferring it. Is that?
Yeah. I think we just have it marked as an invisibility rune, right? Do we have the actual armor?
no.
Yeah,
it
no, it's
was
just a rune.
I don't know that you ever said.
Oh, did
It was
we
on
just?
Longbeard.
Oh, so it was on armor. It wasn't just a
Yeah,
rune?
it was.
was
He
on
had it.
armor.
Yeah, let me check
Okay.
and see what his armor was, because if it is studded leather, then you don't even need to transfer it, which
Well,
would save you a ton of money.
You would just need a
the studded leather, didn't he?
It may have been.
He may have
Where?
just
Let me-
put it on
That's
his
what I'm gonna
person.
see if
I
I
don't think
can
he-
scroll up and see
I don't
what.
think he's wearing it.
Where is this motherfucker? God.
Yeah, because it was like a +1, I think, and then that's even deposited that money. Invisibility rune. +1 invisibility leather armor.
Regular leather.
Yeah.
So if you went to regular leather, that's only that you would lose an AC. So yeah, I think you
Yeah.
do want to transfer.
Yeah. So okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
So I think he took the +1 leather armor for himself. I
Oh,
think.
okay. Yeah, that you're probably right about that.
Yeah. Okay, so then that's what I will do.
Okay. Dom, you're picking up the adapt weave?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 76 Jeep, 60 for the armor, and 16 for the transfer.
Okay. Cool. If true.
Just kidding.
Okay.
I was gonna say something stupid.
It's hilarious.
Thank you.
Did you say Solarius?
I said it's hilarious, but I appreciate that interpretation as well. I'm pretty strongly biked for the Pathfinder, Starfinder Second Edition stuff. I guess you guys want me to distribute this money. Is that?
Oh yes, if you could.
Please disperse the funds.
So Bosco, Bromir, Hadron, Hess, Valder, Tavam, Wesley, right? Here we go.
Oh, I'm rich.
Did you just get boofed with cash?
Oh, I got boofed all over these coin purses.
Nice. Nicely done.
It's coin pouch. Gotta figure out what I want to buy with it.
Yeah, if you recall, Hell Harbor is settlement 6, I think is what we said. So anything up to level 6 common is freely available. You guys haven't hit any breakpoints with any... There are, like, the factions that you guys gained loyalty with during the downtime. Like, if you get to certain levels with those, you'll unlock, like, uncommon merchants, which will allow you to just purchase certain uncommon things as if they were common. You haven't hit any of those breakpoints yet, but that's definitely something I want us to do in the future. But for the time being, let's see. It's 10:39. We're about to call this a session. Any last-minute requests before I throw a wrench in this gear?
You were gonna tell us about the happenings of Longbeard, or the word around town.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. After a couple of days, you do hear that Longbeard has perished. You hear that he was... the word around town is that he was killed in an unknown altercation. Nobody is like accusing anybody of anything at this point. It doesn't say anything about like assassinated or nothing like that. Maybe he was killed, you know, based on the news that you read, maybe he was killed in a bar fight, or maybe he had a duel with somebody or some such like that, right? Not a lot of details at this point, but nobody's pointing any fingers yet.
So it's not missing, that they found his corpse, basically.
They did find the corpse, yes. Yeah, he is confirmed dead. That news does come back to Hell Harbor.
Okay.
And it took about 10 days, you said?
No, it would have taken probably like 4 or 5 days. You guys spent a couple of days coming back to Hell Harbor, so after you got back to Hell Harbor, it was probably like 2 more days, effectively.
Okay.
Well, everything shield stuff is still working, right? So.
I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to get it fixed, but it's like...
You're good. I was gonna pick up a hardened rune, but if we're unsure right now, I can just swap to the...
I mean, if you want to just try the hardened rune, see if it works correctly, then we'll run with it, and if it doesn't, then, you know, don't spend the cash. Because, yeah.
It did work.
I think, if I remember right, the big problem right now with the module is dealing with special materials. When they have precious materials, like basically what happened was the foundry guys who make the PF2E system added like hard-coded calculations for precious materials. So when our stuff interacts with that, it just screws everything up. And I haven't found a way around it just yet, but I've been working on some stuff. So, the Wayward Sun has removed 59 gold coins to buy studded leather, move potency rune, and add invisibility rune.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird too. I guess I had it clicked.
It is indeed a Wayward Sun. I mean, no accounting for it. So after receiving this information about Longbeard, do you guys want to act on that?
I think of what would we do? I mean, I
Yeah.
guess we could go see.
We should
Aaron
investigate his murder.
Wait, this sounds like a vampire campaign we ran.
Take the job to investigate the murder.
Let's
I mean,
rob this motherfucker. Hey,
Beewell's
somebody
not
robbed
here,
me.
but-
We'll investigate it.
B-Will definitely does love kidnapping people and then setting them free. So
That's
investigating a murder that we committed would be in line.
Technically, you and Taven committed the murder.
That's very true.
All of us were at the front of the house.
I wasn't even there.
Not even witness to the murder.
Because that's how we frame Van Keats. Van Keats?
Yeah.
Stain Keats.
Bane.
Yeah.
Vane.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thread that remains open is Vane Keats, right? Because for two reasons. He holds the contract over the circus, and he's your competition for governorship of Mesdrubal. You had a perfect opportunity to get TPK'd by him back there in Mesdrubal. I don't know why you didn't jump on that.
Because somebody
like
hadn't
my-
had enough wine yet.
I like this character.
So Chris likes his character. Didn't want to get TPK'd. That's fair. But yeah, so
What if
you
we
could go.
frame Van Keats for it?
We take up whatever bounty or whatever or investigation
Well, I
and
mean, if
then
you recall,
for
like there was kind of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge between Aronnax and Demian that if you killed Longbeard, he would consider that a mark in your favor for the governorship.
Yeah.
So
I think,
because it would give us clout, basically.
Yeah, if you frame Vane for it, then it's just gonna kind of look good for Vane, to be honest.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because
I
killing
think
another
remember that.
pirate captain is like a good thing.
let's go visit the governor.
You want to go to Aronnax?
Well, hold on.
Do we still
Haven
have
was the
any proof that we
contact
killed
for
him?
Aaron next. I think we should. No,
Like,
he's dead. He said if it wound up that he was dead, we would look good. He doesn't know
Yeah.
that we killed him. I'd like to go test the waters where we like, oh yeah, no, it's totally us.
Then you handed over the only evidence though, the head.
Right, exactly.
Somebody put the hit out on him.
Yeah.
Who put out the hit?
Who put out the hit? And obviously Aronnax would be okay if he was dead. Van Keet showed up to maybe possibly kill him himself, but he was already dead.
Vane Cleats.
What did I say?
Vane Keats.
It's
Just
Vane
funny,
Keats,
you
but
waved.
Swing
Just
is
Vane
over here
Keats
trying
were-
to
was-
destroy your ability. To say
Exactly. Exactly.
Vane. Nike Air Max, Vane Cleats.
Vane-
He's doing a
Vane-
shoe thing, I think.
Okay.
Vane Cleats.
I
Cleats.
thought I said it correctly. So yeah, no, I think going to see Mr. Aronnax and testing the waters to see what he thinks and feels about said situation. But
Okay.
Taven was the contact for Aronnax, so
Well, no, it was mostly
No.
Captain Wesley.
oh,
I
Yeah.
think we've had enough contact
Remember.
with him that any of us can.
Yeah.
okay.
He
I'm definitely
Wesley
I
was
wouldn't
always
be
like, I had to
opposed.
be on my behavior and I had to see Captain around him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well then, yeah.
and you've done well. You've done well.
As soon as the door closes, though.
Acting thespian.
Ding to Captain.
Okay, so you guys want to get a meeting with Aronnax?
I mean, that sounds like the next step into.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
So
all
I
of us,
assume
yeah.
you kind of drop a note to his people, and they get back with you very quickly, like within a few hours. A message comes back to the Wayward Sun.
That's quick.
Governor Aronnax would like to meet with you over dinner this evening. The note reads. Drop by at 6 p.m. if it
I wanna-
pleases you.
I want to make sure that they know that I have a broccoli allergy.
You RSVP and you check broccoli allergy.
Yes.
They have a whole list of potential allergies. You check the broccoli allergy.
The broccoli.
Yeah.
For everyone.
I think there was another, and I had to write it in, maybe even.
I'll have the chicken, no broccoli. Yeah.
No broccoli.
Anybody else have any nut allergy, for example?
Yes, I'm allergic to nuts.
Nice.
These nuts.
These nuts. You knew it was coming.
Trees nuts.
Trees nuts.
So,
Okay.
so you
Leonard.
guys, I'm assuming, are going to go to Aronnax's castle for dinner.
Sorry.
Is that right?
Correct.
Yes.
A sweet dinner soiree. Yeah.
You show up to the house as usual. It is nice. The people, you know, his butler kind of shows you in. There are guards around the castle, you know, quite a few of them, but nothing like any different from before. The same level of security. They kind of bring you into his large dining hall, which has this ridiculously long table. And you see Aronnax and Demian is in there, and he kind of like gestures you toward his end of the table. Come in. Have a seat. Be welcome. Bromir, over there is the no broccoli plate.
Hey, over there.
That's on the other side of the table. We'll need to shout a bit, but I was just worried that our
Anti-bronchites.
our broccoli could get into the air and could trigger your allergic reaction. So out of an abundance of caution, I placed you in the third room. That's a 2-room rule.
There's a
Safety.
table. It's just one chair.
It's very short. Clearly a children's chair and a child's table. Damn. But yeah, he gets you
What is
guys
this, a
all-
table for ants?
He gets you all sat down. So you requested to meet with me. What's on your mind?
Oh, we just heard that Longbeard had passed, and
I had also just heard that same news. Yes, apparently
Tragic.
a terrible beheading incident, from what I hear.
strange.
Very strange indeed.
You noticed something strange?
I'd like to thank the person who was responsible for that.
Well,
Too bad he's not here right now. Oh, there he is.
there he is.
No.
I mean, I'm sure hypothetically, if we were to know who had done it, your thanks would be very appreciated.
You don't know, do you, who did the deed?
I flash him
I'm gonna look over at Captain and be like,
my slyest smile.
Give me a. Are you trained in performance?
I don't.
No, Wesley.
oh.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, give me a performance check, Wesley. To make the smile mean what you want it to mean. 25. You kind of like give him that sort of knowing smile, and you see him kind of look down, look to the side, and nod.
I will neither confirm nor deny the perpetrators of this crime.
Of course. I assume you have no knowledge. I mean, you certainly weren't at the town of Mesdrabal some 4 days ago, right?
No, we were hunting the high seas.
Of course. Yes, I heard you attacked some merchant recently. Word came from Chalk Harbor. Some sailors were set free there.
Some church's youth group.
You know, my philosophy on that is, you know,
I understand that you stole their religious texts. Is that right?
There was some religious text. It did seem to be quite useful. I mean, my philosophy on that is, if we kill all of our customers,
Yes.
It's bad for business.
Yes, I think you're right. There is a reason why they call it organized crime.
Hmm.
The organization benefits all of us,
Yes.
the victims and the victors.
Mm-hmm. They get to live, and so do we.
Indeed. But it's important not to let it go too far. Sometimes you do have to remind people that you wear an iron gauntlet.
Is there a lesson being taught right now?
I think it is quite useful to.
Did I hear something from the no broccoli room? I thought.
I can assure you, we may walk softly, but we carry a very large stick.
Well, sir, I'm not into that kind of sexual activity.
Very large what?
What's wrong here?
I appreciate your forwardness. That is kind
It
of
was.
very kind.
It absolutely was not an invitation.
Well, no.
You know.
I don't know. Your mic kind of cut out there for a second. So.
My mic and my
well,
Johnson, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
Anyways, well, I'd like to offer my thanks for you always being loyal to me, to Hell Harbor, to this wonderful collection of islands that we occupy. And I can only assume to the free captains themselves. Surely you've aspired to these heights. I mean, to be honest and all but name, you're already counted among our members.
Well, I count that an honor. I honestly, that was not my goal, but sometimes fate finds us and leads us in a certain direction.
The winds rarely blow in the direction we think they will.
And
Okay, Copernicus.
my crew and I have been treated very well.
Something from the no broccoli land, I think, again.
It's like a buzzing of a mosquito in the ear. Yeah. But my crew and I have been treated well, and I think that as I say, fortune favors the bold, and
it does
I've been feeling bold this last month or so. I cannot deny.
Well, let me ask you this question, Captain Pirate Wesley, whom I'd like to call a free captain. Why should I give you the governorship of Mesdrubal over Captain Vane Keats, who has shown himself to be a competent governor of many small cities?
Many small cities. It's easy to manage those small cities. The difficulty comes in growing those cities. I think my crew and I are up to that task. A larger city means more income, if you will.
These are your officers, yes? And he kind of like gestures
yes.
to the rest of you gathered here.
These are
Mulder starts picking his nose.
Just a bite of this huge
Time for a change.
If you don't mind, I know how silvery your words can be, Captain Wesley. I'd like to hear from your crew, if that's all right with you.
My crew are always free to speak their mind to me. I trust their advice.
That's
with
a
my
bold
life.
Stance.
With my
I might
life.
not recommend that approach, but that's up to you.
Well,
and he kind of he points at Bosco. Bosco, why do you think you would make a good governor of Mesdrubal?
He just finishes chewing the head of, the bite of the head of broccoli that he just taken a bite of.
Huge bite of broccoli. He's like, I like this fucking guy
Is that somebody
already.
eating broccoli in there?
Bromir starts sneezing. Yeah, it's in the air.
Oh, God.
Just like gingerly napkins in his face. And he's like, well, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. And he's kind of looking around at the other officers like,
help me.
Help.
We didn't practice
Gotta hold up.
this.
You got this.
Hair holding up a picture of hair, doing a thumbs up. Like
The only person who could help you is in the other room, allergic to broccoli.
so
Ugh. Oh, no, I'm going to write down a little note and I'm going to pass it to him and be like, you've known us for 2 weeks and look what we've done. Imagine years.
I was like, well, as our great dread captain has already spoken of, we stand out from the crowd. As any pirates may just murder and pillage and just take everyone's cannons off of every ship they come across. We are different.
The
Only
liberal
every
pirate
other
take.
ship.
No, it's one ship. It's one ship. Anyway, this Vane Cleats character. You've seen his success in such small scale, but how long? How he had those? And like Captain Wesley has pointed out, has he grown what he's been given? What has he done with these gifts of governorship? And does he just treat them as another trophy to put on his wall, or does he treat it as what it is? It's a true gift to be grown like a seed planted. Ain't that right, Monty? And Monty's just like, and
I like all these sex metaphors you're doing. That's great. Planting the seed and all that. Fantastic.
Success.
I heard that. Subtle innuendo.
The amulet knows.
So, yes, if I could sum it up, I wouldn't be able to do it as well as Captain Wesley by a chance. Oh yes, he said so much better with words. I have a gun.
You've done quite well, Bosco. Thank you for your insights. If I may, I would like to also ask Hare, what are his thoughts on governorship of Mesdrubal?
He shows the card that he wrote to Bosco.
Just like picks back up again.
Yeah. You've known us for weeks. Look what we've done. Imagine years.
He's like,
he does.
You can almost see him like getting a distant look. He looks in the corner of the room like he's imagining a few years from now. He kind of nods a little bit.
Imagine if we had several smaller towns.
And Svalder, you are a pirate of great experience. I've heard stories about you from even before you came to the shackles here the last few years. What say you about Mesdrubal?
Well, I'm a bit of a not one for words, usually more one of actions. And if there's anyone that has kept us together since we've come to the shackles, it would be Captain Wesley.
I love that you all have this nickname for him. It shows a bond of camaraderie that is lacking in many crews.
We have been through literal hell and back, and my trust is within him.
I see. Broccoli hater? Anything from you?
Anything from me? What? No, I don't want any broccoli. No.
Come in here and talk about your love of Captain Wesley or Mesdrubal or governorship.
Come in and say. What about the Captain Wesley?
What do you think about taking on the governorship of Mesdrubal?
I don't think that I'm ready for taking on governorship.
Well,
maybe acting captain
Captain Wesley would be the governor, of course, but obviously each governor must have his loyal assistants, the men who run his house, who run his kingdom. I assume that you would be those men. I would add women here, but you are all men, so
The boys, if you will.
yeah, the boys, yes. What say you, Bromir?
I thought that we were just going to hire a bunch of NPCs.
Really thought we were going to do an NPC thing, guys. He crunches loudly into a head of broccoli, and you go into a sneezing fit.
Actually, I don't go into a sneezing fit because
Are you not actually?
remember, it's all in my head because I had that bad broccoli. I thought I was allergic.
Do you run away or do you stay and take it?
No, I stay and take it. I don't have any reaction. I just don't eat broccoli.
Okay.
Not here.
When you're standing there, he's like, look, he like crunches into it hard, and he's like looking at you like,
Are you intimidating me with broccoli?
I got you now, but then you don't react, and he's like, oh shit. Power play. Okay.
You thought you
I
had
see.
me. I see.
All right, so
No, I'd be like, you see what we did in a few weeks. Just imagine what we can do in years.
that's original.
Still holding up that sign by accident. Oh,
right,
yeah, I'm standing
That's
up.
what. That's
behind
why.
him.
I forgot the teleprompter.
Because I didn't hear what he said in the other.
You've seen what we can do in a few weeks. Imagine what we can do in a few years. Yes.
Yes. I like that campaign slogan, dude.
It's great. Great. Okay, so everybody who's not Captain Wesley can aid with your choice of charisma-based skill. So it can be performance, deception, intimidation, or diplomacy.
Society.
That is an intelligence-based skill.
Yeah, interesting. It's all the same to me. You say intimidation
Yeah, that's an option.
and athletics?
No.
Always got to make sure that's not on the table.
Right. You guys. I mean, look. Double check. Double check.
Well, that's a success.
16. That's a success. Yeah. +1. Anybody else attempting a roll here?
I don't want to pull away from the roll.
16. That is consistent.
I like the fact that I used intimidation because I was counter intimidating him with his broccoli.
A few leaks. Think what we can do with a few ears. Nailed it.
I hope that wasn't a typo.
Bosco, are you
Do they
rolling
do they
check?
grow leeks and corn in Mester Ball?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And potatoes.
Oh, that's
Potatoes.
Oh, Bosco.
Intim or just some we're just doing
Any-
Intim.
Any chaw, so it can be intim, diplo, deception, or performance, whatever.
Not
preference.
athletics, not
That's
society.
neither of those are charisma-based skills. So
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
just roll a raw dog, man. You could roll a natch 20,
I could do it.
And you can also do the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's late, and hero points exist. Well,
Because
Okay, so that's a
you're like that.
that's
We
a
can do
fail.
better.
It's not a
I
crit
mean,
fail.
you're not gonna get the hero points. You might as well.
Hey, it's better.
Hey,
There you
it's
go.
better. Nailed it.
Got it.
Well
Okay.
spent.
Dom, you didn't want to, still don't want to join in?
On like a charisma based check? No.
Okay. So you do get a success, Wesley, so you can
Okay.
roll with a +1 circ bone. Your check is going to be, well, yeah, you can make any of the 4, whatever your preference is.
Diplomacy for sure.
Okay.
Diplomacy.
That's about right.
+1 circ bone.
Okay.
He's 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that ride.
He kind of, he's nodding. I like what you've offered. It's a powerful opening gambit. I'm not prepared to give you the governorship yet. but I like you. And I think you may be the better choice.
But
I will give you an opportunity, Wesley, if you want to do another Diplo check. You can try to, you'll need to say some things, but you can try to sway his opinion one more time, and then, depending on how that goes, he'll say something else.
Is there a way, is there like a sense, like not motive, because that's a different game entirely, but there's like...
There is sense motive. It's a perception check. The sense motive.
Oh, okay. Can I try that?
Sure.
Just want to see what is on his mind, if I can.
I'm gonna write down what I said, but I'm gonna write it down bigger. I'm gonna underline years.
Harder.
Oh, you're doing it.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh.
Much worse. He seems sincere.
Okay.
Anybody else want to sense mode? You know, since Rebel cracked the seal.
Why
No?
not?
Okay.
I would like to as well.
All right.
Okay.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, with the perception checks, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Perception.
That's why we
Ask
keep him
him.
around.
Oh, another
otherwise-
Nash
Oh.
one.
Wow.
Wow. The bros.
So
If Head wasn't so perceptive, his chattiness would just drive me crazy.
Svalder and Het especially, but also Bosco. I mean, you guys get a very clear sense that he is hesitating because he's genuinely trying to make the best decision about the governor of Mesrabal. You don't think he's... There's tons of games afoot, but you get the impression that it all comes back to he is trying to find the best governor. Now, of course, that's his interpretation of best governor, which is the governor who's going to bring him the most money. But he is trying to find the best governor in that, from his perspective. He does seem to be very sincere about that.
While also lining pockets.
Right. Yeah. I mean, to him,
we are
and you would
pirates.
gather like his version of success is profit.
Right.
A good governor is one that brings profit. He's not particularly concerned about the welfare of the people or, any high-minded ideals like that. So he's trying to make a decision based on, is he going to profit from it in the near future, but also in the long-term future. Like the message about think about what we can do for years and years did seem to resonate with him. So yeah, Wesley, if you want to make one more check to try and get him to make a decision now, you can.
I'm assuming I felt my sense motive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of
I
do
wouldn't
the
have
little.
that insight.
I'm gonna kind of do like be wary. Slower is better because more. How do I put this in a fucking motion?
I think you
He's
had
like,
it right
Luke.
with the pump up the jam.
No, yeah. Just want to like. I'm gonna kind of like lock eyes and like let's slow down, back up. Don't try to force it. We're okay with waiting as long as we know we're making the right call.
How many of those words do you strike through?
Smush it good.
Maybe I just write back off. Wait is good.
Okay.
Back off. You're so abrasive.
Back off. I'll take you on. No. Back
Back
off. I'll take on anyone.
anyone.
Anyways, I don't know how the song goes.
That's the song
Wesley?
in a while.
I know.
That you are wrong. Headstrong.
No.
Headstrong.
Yeah.
Did
No.
you accidentally continue that lyric? Because you did continue
You
that
did.
lyric.
You did. You certainly did.
It was totally by accident. I don't even know what song you're doing.
It's headstrong.
It's headstrong, bro.
It's kids and their music these days.
It's pretty old song. It's a pretty old.
It's like a 20-year-old song.
That's still 2004. I quit listening to like new music in like I don't know.
1992.
Bro, you sent me
No, it
new
was after
music?
that.
fairly often, man.
Only if I come across it on YouTube.
Just because you didn't listen to it doesn't mean
Okay.
it's new music.
So I understand you're hesitant. We're still a wild card. But sometimes you gotta bet on the long shot. Considering that somebody is taking out opposition to this governorship, there may be more to this going on than even we know. And who better to investigate than the wild
You think there's
card?
another player?
Well, there most certainly must be.
What do you mean?
Well, the last couple of candidates have met untimely demises.
You think they're connected in some way other than the governorship? Or do you think it's because of the governorship?
It was probably the governorship.
I don't necessarily believe in coincidences. I do believe there may be something deeper going on. And my concern is if somebody's willing to go to these lengths to secure the governorship of a small town as this, what other lengths are they willing to go to increase their domain?
Give me another diplomacy check.
Oh. What other lengths will they go to increase their profits at other people's losses?
No, hell no. No.
Should
Hold
roll
up.
right over that 19.
I know.
It's getting vocal.
Better.
At least it's 20.
At least, yeah.
He says,
And I will say, regardless of your decision, we will do everything possible to have your back. You can count us loyal.
I appreciate that. And I do believe you, Wesley. I believe you have good intentions. But I'm not ready to make a decision yet. If you're interested, I'm going to have some work coming up in the next few days. An opportunity for you to show me more than Vane Keats has already shown.
He's gonna make us play Civ 6.
Civ 7.
It's not out yet.
I know, but after we do the Starfinder campaign, it's going to be out.
Okay.
To show me something that I need to see. But
Show me something I need to see.
I think that this meeting was very good. I'm very impressed with you and your crew. I think that you would make a fine addition to, say, our part of the shackles and our part of the council.
So you're wanting us to unburden what is already...
No, we still have a couple more candidates to review, and you know, we'll contact you. Don't contact.
Don't
call us.
We'll get in
call you,
touch.
man. No.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your faith, for lack of a better word, in us. We will endeavor to prove that your faith in us is not in vain. Or even
Nice.
Vane Keats.
Nice.
Yes. So
Nice.
we will take a few days shore leave, and when you're ready to direct us, we'll be ready.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Captain Wesley, and all of your cohorts, even the broccoli hating among you. We appreciate the work that you've already done, and we look forward to working with you more in the future. And with that, he kind of,
I said good day.
I said good day, sir. You guys depart the castle, start making your way back toward the harbor. And as you do, you're walking down a street, heading like back toward where the ship is, and you see Roscoe on the street, and he's kind of like looking a little out of sorts, like something is amiss.
Does he have an exclamation point above his head?
He does. It's a big yellow exclamation point.
I'm going to ignore it.
Is a quest giver.
It's a side quest.
I go do literally everything else, and I'll get back to this motherfucker.
Is this about to progress the story? I'm gonna go do other stuff. Really.
Yeah. Do I go to the boat?
Hold,
You
come
guys
on.
just walk past
All right.
Roscoe.
No, walk. All right, Roscoe, walk with us. Walk with us.
As soon as you walk up and start talking, he looks at you. Captain?
Follow.
And he falls in step instinctively. Captain?
Yes. What's going on? Something's amiss.
You just
That's
left.
a death boy.
We just left.
No, you.
What?
It just happened again.
You just left. I heard the bell. The ship bell rang, calling crew members back, and I ran to make it.
Is the ship there?
I ran to make it. The ship's not in view at this point. I ran to get on the deck of the ship, and it was already out to sea. And I looked, and you were there at the helm. I saw you. I assumed it was an emergency. And as you guys are walking, you get back to where the Wayward Sun was docked, and it is not docked there.
Did you say you just saw Captain Wesley?
He was there. I saw.
Did you
him.
see
He
us
was there.
too?
No, I didn't see you. No, just the captain. I heard him yelling. I heard him yelling from the deck. He was yelling orders like he always does. Get underway. Hoist anchor. It was him. It was you. Who? Is this Captain Wesley? And he's like looking at the rest of you.
Roscoe saw the faceless stalkers, right? Like he was with us when we fought them, however long ago they were.
Him and
he wasn't with you because you guys fought. You fought
that
them
was
in the inn.
Hollister. Wasn't it Hollister and Rain?
No, Hollister and Rain have been not with us for a long time.
The very first time.
Yeah.
On the shore with the skeletons? No, that wasn't the faceless.
No. The faceless you fought in the bathhouse, in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The room with the baths, not the bathroom, but you know what I mean.
It was
the bathing room.
You see a grim look come across Wesley's face.
And you can tell this is recent, and as you get to like where the Wayward Sun was docked, like you can actually still see the ship on the horizon, and you can just make out the back of it. You come to recognize that the specific silhouette. It's far enough away that you can't make out the name of the ship on the side, but you would know it anywhere.
I
we have
know
another
my
boat
ship.
docked here?
No.
Is there one nearby?
There are lots, yeah. I mean, Hell Harbor, there are tons of ships.
Did we just lose all their shit if we don't get that boat back?
Totally.
Well, that and we're not very good pirates if we don't have a ship.
Yeah.
Well, we can be land pirates.
I
and
don't
with
think
that-
that's going to fly with Endymion.
Let's end our session there.
Well,
We'll pick you guys up in 2 weeks. I think we're about to get into some exciting stuff, guys. But you can't see it from where you're at right now. But anybody have any thoughts on what's going on?
I do.
What's that one faceless stalker that we fucking left? That we never went after.
Yeah.
That and I don't know.
You're a bastard.
Yeah, if he was alone, it's gotta be that one. That fourth one.
I
I mean,
feel
we
like-
don't know if there are others. They might. There could be others impersonating us on the ship that we're not aware of. But yeah, definitely.
That could explain. Yeah, because we talked to that one blacksmith, and she said it was the captain and 3 or 4 others.
It was very convenient that we were offered a summons to leave our boat behind and everything. All of us.
That night. Yeah.
I wonder if Van Keys is a faceless stalker.
I think he might be. I wonder if there's some cahoots going on.
So Van
I feel like
Keats
there's
With
a lot of
Arendelle.
cahoot.
where you think Aaronex is the
Or
The
Aaron
main
X.
guy?
Yeah, I think Aaron X might have something to do with that. He lured us away from the ship.
we did get that summons pretty fucking quick.
Yep.
Bromir kicks the door in. You broccoli son of a bitch.
He Krubins that door.
Hi,
That's right.
I knew some cahoots were going on.
Cahoots.
Sensed it before you sent me into those 2 rooms away.
You tried to segregate me the whole damn time.
I was on to you.
Oh, bitch. Ah,
He was just
All right.
trying to protect you. You know, that's all.
right.
You should know better than no one that there are no airborne broccoli.
Are we calling it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna
Thanks for
stop the
stopping in, everybody.
stream in 3,
Great to have you.
2, 1, half, a quarter.
Okay, you're killing me, Small.
All right, I'll keep waving.
All right.
All right, we're clear.